Hi everybody, welcome back to Dress to Quest. I'm Nathan, I'm the DM here, and tonight is an exciting evening indeed. Let's jump right into it and not waste too much time. We have a special guest tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Luke Gygax. I did that. Luke Gygax. It's just crazy to say it out loud. Thank you for joining us tonight. And yeah, let's go through and do some introductions here, and we will start with you, Luke.
Hi, I'm Luke Gygax, as you mentioned. I will be playing a character that I don't want to reveal too much about quite yet. But you will see me. I'm just guesting for this one episode, but it should be quite fun.
Oh, I'm excited. And next up, let's go with Eric.
Hey, I'm Eric Wahlberg, and I'd like to keep the identity of my character also a secret.
Yeah.
No. So I'm Volric the Grey. I'm a 5th level Rune Knight and a 3rd level College of Swords Bard, and I'm ready to get it on.
And winner of beauty contest at GaryCon.
Ooh.
Best convention ever.
That's right.
Awesome. Next we have Chris.
Hi everybody, I play Ayize Marley, the Termitian human wizard, and I'm looking forward to tonight's festivities.
Next up we have, Josh. I was looking at my thing.
Hi everybody, I'm Shifty Capone. I'm the real Malone, or you also know me as Winged Horizon or Josh. Can't wait to play. I play oh my gosh, I always say this, a rogue who is a halfling and can do a little bit of magic.
Indeed. And last but not least, we have Space.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I will be playing Aspen, the Asimar Hexblade Warlock Divine Soul Sorcerer. And I will also be playing Shinyar, the Eladrin Cleric tonight.
Indeed. Awesome. Well, with all of that, I want to bring it back around. And Luke, do you want to tell us a bit about? I believe you have like a Kickstarter going right now, and we have the Wounded Warrior Project here tonight. Which, by the way, hello, thank you for joining us. We'd love to hear all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for having me on. I've gotten to game with a couple of folks here before, so it's pretty exciting. But that was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, if I remember correctly, what we played last time. So we're playing a little 5e for the first time with Eric and Josh, and we're doing it to benefit Wounded Warrior Project. So it's a great cause. Make sure that you, if you can, please, I encourage you to donate to Wounded Warrior Project. They're a fine organization helping out veterans through lots and lots of services. Plus, there's some cool gifts. And if you are so inclined, I have a Kickstarter going right now for the Fate of Shintufi. It takes place in my world of Okrim, which is my own fantasy setting that I've been working on for many years. And now that I've retired from the military, I've started fleshing that out and publishing parts of it. This is the third part in a 3-part series. You can get the other 2 as well. Josh is modeling them. He's my Vanna White tonight. So those were both of the modules, OS1 and OS2. OS3, like I said, is in development. If you want to check it out, there'll be all sorts of links there. You can check it out. We have about 10 days, I think, left to go. We've met our requirements, and it'll definitely be coming. We're working on some great stretch goals. I think we just hit Todd Stashwick as our stretch goal at 30,000. And up next will be a Shadow Dark RPG conversion, as well as the very talented Kelsey Dion will be adding to the module as well. So really looking forward to that one. So maybe we can help me get there soon.
Awesome.
And so for people that might be listening to us and not watching at the moment, I have posted the links both to the fundraiser campaign and the Kickstarter.
Yes, please go check all those out, and please, if you can, donate to the Wounded Warrior Project. It'll mean a lot. Excellent. Are we good? Is that everything, Luke, on your end?
Well, I think so. I mean, I just concluded a great GaryCon. So we have GaryCon 16 coming up in March of 2024. We don't have anything for sale yet, but if you want to go to GaryCon.com, save that as a bookmark, check back. Tickets, badges will go on sale at the end of July, July 27th, around my dad's birthdays when we usually do that. I suspect they will sell out this year because we keep growing. And you definitely want to just keep your eye on that website because hotel rooms can get in high demand.
Yes.
So just check that out. If you're gonna be out anywhere at various spots, I'm making several appearances. So let's see, what is it? We're in April, so I'm going to UK Games Expo in June. Then I'll be back doing Conquest Ventura in July. I'll be down in Long Beach, California for Midsummer Scream. So I'm going to be talking about horror and D&D, and Joe Manganiello threatened to join me on the panel there, so I'm still working on that because we haven't hung out in a little while since he just wrapped his film, so he now probably has taken a breath after a bunch of furious work getting that done. And of course, I'll be at Gen Con and Gamehole Con, as well as Tucson Comic Con, which I think is over Labor Day, if I remember right.
Ooh. Awesome. That all sounds awesome. I hope to one day go to a con. I still haven't.
Oh, you should.
Done that.
Oh, you really should. It's neat, and there's different types of conventions. I know we're not here to talk about that, but there's small ones where you kind of can make more friends, and it's more of a learning environment. Yeah. Or the big ones are just there's everything there, and it's like seeing all sorts of cool stuff. But it's worth going.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very much considering it, and if I do go, I probably will be dressed like this. So it'll be very interesting. I'm sure it'll be so comfortable. So, all right. Well, with all of that, let's go. Let's get right into the shall we? Because we left off with a pretty exciting cliffhanger last time. So, last we left off, our heroes had tracked down the Zentarum assassin that was behind all of the Zentarum activity within Saltmarsh. And this assassin seemed to be the one that was behind the murder of one of the council members of Saltmarsh. Tracking them down, they discovered that this assassin was the family butler to the Solmore family, one of the council, leading council families of Saltmarsh. Anders Solmore being the last remaining member of the family, who is the youngest council member and a very promising candidate who is bringing wealth and prosperity to Saltmarsh, but at what cost, it seems like. Uncovering this conspiracy, it seems that all of the wealth that Solmore had brought to Saltmarsh may be tainted with Zentarum touch, if you will. You confronted the assassin, but he managed to slip away. Scarin Wavechaser was his name. And as he slipped away, you had to track him down using all of the resources you had at your disposal, eventually finding your way into a set of ruins that were buried beneath the city of Saltmarsh, seemingly lost to time, nobody knowing of them being there. And upon going down what appeared to be an ancient sewer pipe that was kind of flipped on its head, you entered into what looked to be a massive ancient cistern that as well was flipped upside down. At the bottom of this cistern, or what used to be the top, you could see the single opening down into what used to be the well into this cistern. There were many openings of previous pipes leading into this massive space, and massive columns acting as supports going up into the ceiling. And built throughout all these columns like an intricate catwalk of boards and chaotic ropes was the lair of the thieves and murderers that were all nested within here. And as Shifty, the rogue of the group, snuck in to take a peek, what he saw was Scarin, the assassin, posted up at a table. And who was on the other side of the table? None other than Anders Solmore, the council member that you all had been working for quite some time. So, with all of that in order, let's jump over to our players here, and let me send y'all over to the map as well as we jump into this. All right, so Shifty, just to give you a little bit more context as you look around this space, you see there are these massive columns that stretch throughout the place, and built throughout them are these catwalks. Directly in front of you to your left, you can see a single guard who actually at the moment seems to kind of be slumped up against a barrel, sort of dozing off. Sprinkled throughout this space, you see various other individuals in the dim light lit by oil lanterns moving about, just their silhouettes and shadows. And off to the left, you can see one single platform where there's a table set up with various paperwork and bits and bobs strewn across it. And on the other side is Scarin, who, directly across from him, you see Anders. What you do pick up some details you didn't quite notice when you first peered in. Anders is flanked by what look to be two big thugs, and it looks as though his arms are actually kind of in front of him, bound together. And that's probably all you can notice from this distance. He looks a little dejected, but he is like currently talking to Anders in hushed tones. The rest of you are all back in the pipe, keeping an eye on Shifty. I'm going to start with Shifty. Shifty, what's the first thing you would like to do here?
Yeah, so Shifty, he's going to see, and you said that Anders is his arms are tied, correct?
They look to be tied in front of him, yeah.
Okay. Shifty is going to crawl backwards silently to get back to the group and report what he's found.
Okay, so upon getting back to the group, you all get this information distributed before you. What would you all like to do?
It looks like Sanders. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I look to Vorit. This is your friend. Do you trust him enough?
Well,
He's lied to us.
Yes, he's obviously committed some crimes. So I don't know how much I can trust him now. But is this a trap? I don't expect so.
Nah, it doesn't look like a trap to me. It looks like our Xander's guy he got himself in trouble. I never did trust him. So he's been working for the Zentrum.
As you're having this conversation, Aize, archive kind of flutters in your hand and sort of flips open. This big spell book that Aize has kind of resting in his hand. And as archive flutters open, you hear the voice kind of whisper, "Oh, sir, I think I sense some magic emanating from that wall there." And you feel him kind of tug a little to your right, to the south on the map.
Interesting. I look at the wall.
As you look over, you can see a slight shimmer on the wall, very similar to the illusion that you saw when you first entered this space.
I gesture at the wall and I say, "All of you best be on your toes. There's something suspicious going on over there." And I point at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shift into position so I'm closest to that wall in case anything comes out.
Okay, you kind of get into position, and this is a tight space as you all sort of get into position. Anybody else?
I would like to make a perception roll.
Go for it. Make a perception roll.
How far back away are we from this opening that Shifty came back down?
Yeah, I would say at this moment you're probably about 30 feet away from where Shifty entered. The map is a little condensed right now because, with the 20 Volric, as you look into the area where Aize pointed out, indeed you do see the wall sort of shimmer and glisten. And then there's a slight transparency that sort of you can see through for a moment, and you can tell that there's a passageway on the other side of the wall.
Okay. I say passageway, and I'll look over at Shifty in case he wants to sneak up there.
Okay.
And everybody else, if anybody else wishes to do something.
Yeah, no problem. I'll sneak ahead. I'll be the little rat through here going down the tunnel. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
And so take off my hat. I don't want to be too out there, and I'm gonna go sneak down there.
Go for it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me as you go creeping down.
How stealthy am I?
You all see Shifty push through and enter in through the wall, seemingly stepping through the stone. Entering in on the other side, Shifty, you can see what appears to be a more rough-hewn passageway, as though it was carved directly into the rock. There are wooden pillars set up that kind of are supporting the ceiling. This does not appear to be the part of the original construction of this space. And with a 20 Shifty, easily enough, you creep your way down. Aspen, yeah.
I was gonna cast guidance on Shifty before he left.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. He did good. It's fine.
Yeah. And Shifty, as you creep down, you find yourself in this narrow space. It's big enough for you being a halfling, but it's probably about 5 feet tall in total. So some of you have to kind of bend down like Volric. And creeping through, you see there is kind of a series of passageways and more openings that branch out into the room. You can sort of, all of you, as you are moving into this space, start to hear muffled voices coming from inside of the chamber within. Would you all like to follow Shifty through that passageway or split up here? What would you like?
Is this a doorway or is a window or something? Or
Oh, they are, it's just an archway, like basically
Gotcha,
literally
okay.
carved directly into the chamber.
Okay. I was too afraid to go forward.
I suppose we stay together.
Okay. So as you all...
Blood slays together.
Yeah. Aize?
He is our burglar. Let's give him about 20 feet and trail him, so we don't give his position away.
Chenyar pipes up and says, I think that's a good idea. As you all start creeping down that passageway, giving Shifty about 20 feet of movement space.
You said I hear some muffled voices behind this door.
Yeah, so you hear the voices coming from within the chamber there, and it appears that this is opening up. It's just an alternate entrance into this cistern. And as you step into this, what looks to be a very similar design, another sewer pipe, you can see it splits and opens up into what used to be this cistern. And there are a couple of entryways out into the main space.
I'd like to try to listen if I could.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception roll.
All right, what do I hear with the 20? Oh, no, 12.
12. It's a little too far away to pick up the exact wording, but as you peer out into the space, you can see that Scarin has brought a chair up, and Anders is now slumped in the chair looking at him as Anders is kind of speaking to him. And you see, as Scarin is, and you see Scarin stand up, this tall, thin old man with very like slicked back gray silver hair, very lithe in his movements as he moves around. And Shifty, yeah, this is the Scarin that essentially you kind of saw right in that moment in the window. This is not the kind of bumbling old butler. This is a lithe, trained athlete who is moving across the table and goes up to Anders, and you see him reach down with a blade and put it down, and then the blade goes up and you see the bindings fall off of Anders' hands.
I hold my breath. I would like to... Do I recognize these two in the top north?
You don't recognize anyone in this room looking around. You just see that there are... these are all various... guards, underlings. You don't recognize any faces. In fact, I would say that most of them have, probably bandanas and such kind of pulled up.
Right. So I don't see anybody like that one person I ran into that we let go?
No.
Okay, I'm going to back out quietly.
Okay.
Ready to go if you need that. 22.
Sorry, you didn't, the stealth was fine, but awesome, 22, amazing. Okay. Yeah, you back up and you can.
I'm going to go back here and scurry back and be like, "Yo, so listen to this. Now he's no longer binded. He just he's been freed. Scaring. He just slit his ropes here. I thought he was going to slit his throat, but no, he slit the ropes. So I can still go down the other tunnel, but I know right here there's going to be a lot of people right there. I see some bigger ones too, up to the far north there. When you scope out further down the tunnel and see what else we got?
If it looks like we have time, and I look at Aspen and Aize.
How much time has passed? 10 minutes?
Oh, right now? No, only a handful of minutes. Probably like 5
Yeah.
minutes at most.
I'm speaking more to if Anders looks like he's in trouble.
No, I don't think he's in trouble. They just cut him loose. Looks like it was a show maybe, or a warning or something.
I mean, if it isn't obvious, Ulrich, I think your friend is in on this. Shifty, I would say if you can get any more information, you should. We'll keep in contact with you. You can, Lorik, if you don't mind, message.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Just let me know when it's safe to move forward, or
Okay.
us to move forward.
So I'll engage my message cantrip with Shifty as he moves around, so we can keep in communication.
Sounds good. Yeah, there is about 2 people I think right outside the left opening there. So just be careful when you're going by. All right, I'll be back.
It would be nice to know, if we're gonna, scrap, to get a heads up ahead of time. I have a new spell I want to try out.
I give the thumbs up, and I continue down.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, stealthing along, Shifty, you continue pushing through these narrow passageways, and you find yourself coming to another sewer entrance, and looking off, you can see it pops out again into the main room. And continuing to go further along, you eventually come to another split where there's 2 more of these sewer entrances that open out into the main cistern. All of the sewer entrances kind of leading out of here, they sort of go up at these weird, odd angles, and they're filled with rubble. It almost looks as though there was some sort of impact that happened here, not recently by any means, but everything is kind of like at these strange angles and crushed. When you do get to this entrance, though, Shifty, you do notice that dangling across the way, and you've seen this throughout the entire space, there are all of these ropes that are affixed to the ceilings. And there is one directly across from you, probably about 15 feet away, just dangling there on the catwalk itself.
And I've seen pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or something like that people, plus 8, 9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
10 possible people. Do I see people above on the catwalks too?
You don't see any. You see what you see there.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go right over here just to see if I see anything else over here. And
Sure.
all right, 2 more.
Okay.
I'm just going to go. That's as far as I'm going to go because he's right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into the hallway here and be like, I think I found the way up to the top.
All right.
I let Aspen and Aize know.
Okay. You all have this information at your disposal.
There's a rope leading up to the catwalks. It's on the second one, the second tunnel entrance. I'll wait for you.
What is the plan? And I look at Aspen and Dwelrick. On Capitan, number 1. I just want to know what the goal is here.
I don't think all of us are going to be able to stealth all the way down to Shifty, so I say we just go back the way we came into the room. Or we can take the 2 guys out that's right here. Either way, we're going to get into a battle.
Are we going to... I assume we're trying to rescue Anders, correct?
We have to determine if he is... We have to determine if he's actually a good guy. One of us. If not, we will try to keep him alive if he doesn't want to.
I need to know because I throw fireballs, right?
That's fine with me. That's okay. Light up the room. That's what I say.
He's likely guilty, but I wouldn't kill him just yet.
Aye, mon Capitan.
So, Warwick, you want to take these 2 guys out, or?
So what's the plan?
So some of us go up through the top, and some of us go through the main, or you guys all want to come through the main?
I would maybe whoever can throw things, magic, whatever, they can come up with me to the top. They just throw it down to people. Just my idea.
Alexa, I use it.
Or maybe that book. That book flies by itself. Nobody will notice the book.
The book glows and is a light source. I think they'll notice it.
Oh, yeah.
I can enter the main way.
Are you referring to Archive? It's all right, Archive.
I can enter the main way and get their attention, surely. Someone wants to join me.
I'll join you.
Point, draw there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Captain.
Oh no, I'll join Ulrich if you want to go up with Shifty. That way you'll be out of harm's way and you can fireball to your heart's content.
Very well. I will position myself to rain death upon them.
Right.
One moment.
And Aspen and I will make our way to the main entrance then. Where we
Perfect.
just
Before I go, I will give Aize guidance.
Where's our friend Chenyar gonna be?
She's gonna be down here with us.
Okay.
Yes, I will accompany you.
And I'd like to announce that our buddy Armando the Bard, I don't know if he wants us to tell his real name, but he's known amongst a lot of us here, just donated $35 to Wounded Warrior Project, so thank you very much.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yay!
You will get a couple PDFs for the Eye and Heart of Chantufi. So I know you emailed me. I'll take care of you later. Thank you.
Thank you. So Aize, you get a blessing of guidance from Aspen as you start to creep your way towards Shifty. Chenyar follows in behind with Aspen and Volric. And yes, Aize.
How much room is in the corridor? I'm seeing like 10 feet across, or is it just 5
It's
feet?
5 feet across, yeah. Kind of fluctuates. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I looked to Shifty and said, I hope this opens out into someplace wider.
Yeah, so I'll move you to where Shifty is as you slowly creep along. You eventually find yourself with Shifty all the way down here, kind of arcing around. And as you move through these passageways, looking off to your left, you see brief moments of opening out into the main open space. And the main open space appears to be just almost like a giant clover, this big, gigantic, circular structure where everything is happening. And you creep up next to Shifty. I will have you, Isaiah, go ahead and make that stealth check with guidance as the other group splits off and goes towards the other entrance.
Be very, very quiet. I'll help you climb up the rope.
Guidance is what, a D4?
D4, yeah.
Yes. In that moment, I will take my axe out.
Okay. You have your axe out. The rest of you pile out into the main corridor that you first entered in through. What would you all like to do on that side? We'll get back to that stealth roll in a second, Aize.
Before I enter, because I believe that I'm going to be entering first to get everyone's attention, I will first use my Might of Giants to grow to 9 feet, and then I will then cast Enlarge. So I'll be double extra large.
Okay. You are in a 5-foot corridor.
The main corridor is also 5 feet.
Yes. It is. Okay. It is a sewer pipe, a very big one, but it is a sewer pipe.
Gotcha. Okay. So just the 9 feet for now.
Okay. You grow and are very uncomfortably wedged in here, almost like crouching down.
I'm ready to enter, though. I'll look back at Aspen and Chenyar.
Okay.
Look for a nod.
A nod.
Okay. Go. And so my first step in, as soon as I can, I'll cast Enlarge.
Okay. So, Volric, you step out into the room. Aspen, you're following directly behind?
Yes.
Okay. And Chenyar directly behind that. So, Volric, as you pop out almost boom, and step onto this, essentially rope bridge that's connected to this pillar, you hear it sort of creak and moan with your weight. And the guard that was sitting there sleeping kind of and sort of sits up seeing you there. Aspen, you come out directly behind, stepping onto this bridge, which is now sagging and kind of swaying with Volric's weight. Volric, do you cast Enlarge on yourself?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Volric suddenly continues to grow. And the bridge under you starts to... And you hear the rope starting to strain.
I would like to just bail on it. I don't want to make that break.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
All right.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
No problem.
I
got a 10 dex. I got this. 5.
All right. This is amazing. So really quick, somebody did ask in the chat before we see what happens. Somebody asked in the chat the build
I
of
got it.
Alan. You got it?
I will post it. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna bring our guest into this now. I'll call you by your character name, I suppose, even though you haven't been introduced. But Desidris, you are down where you are. You and I, we know where you are. But what you see from your perspective, you've been kind of listening in on this conversation that's been happening between Anders and Skarin, and you hear Skarin giving reassuring words to Anders, explaining to him that yes, indeed, he is his father, and he's been doing all of this for him, and has been, having this like heart to heart with his newfound son. And Anders seems to be kind of just listening, a bit shocked. You hear him, kind of respond every once in a while, and then suddenly you hear off to the west on the map, you suddenly hear a hoo, and then a and you kind of peer up over the little well that you're hiding in, and you see this rope bridge snap as a gigantic 15-foot tall giant is falling off of this bridge that is snapped and slamming into the stone, falling prone. And Aspen, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. Is Shinyar like anyway in this?
No, Shenyara is still in the corridor before this happened.
Gotcha. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull one thing up. You said dexterity save?
Yes, please.
Okay. Dexterity. 10.
Oh, all right. And following directly behind this giant, you see a woman in purple with long dark hair go tumbling off and land directly on top of this giant. You are going to suffer, Aspen, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into Volric's chest, and Volric, you as well, 13 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the ground. And immediately everybody in the room sort of stands up and is looking in the direction of this commotion.
I look at Aspen. Well, as a player, I apologize for thinking we were on the floor level, but since I did it, I look at Aspen and say, I should have thought that through.
Yes, you should have. Well, we made an entrance now. They know we're here. I just stand up and I'll pick up my axe, and I'm just like, let's go.
All right, Aspen, you stand up, axe brandished. There's shouting in the room. Aize, as you were sort of scurrying past one of these entrances, you did hear someone kind of sit up from their guard post and kind of a classic video game guard, right? They just kind of let out a huh and sort of started to lean to go and investigate what that may have been. Must be the wind.
Who's out there?
But before that can even be resolved, that is when you hear this commotion outside. So
That's our sign.
So you managed to scurry up next to Shifty before that consequence is actually brought upon you.
I'd like to assist him going up to the flanks.
Okay.
Bill Allen, $50 donation. Thank you, Bill.
Woo! Awesome, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It says, on behalf of my father, Henry C. Allen, Jr., Army Amphibious Engineer, World War II.
Amazing.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. So Aspen, you stand up, axe in hand. Volric, what do you do in this moment?
Yeah, same thing. I need to stand up.
Okay, so as you pull yourself
how
up,
high up is the second level?
so you fell 30 feet. So the catwalks are all 30 feet up above this. And what you can see now is as you fell, you almost like slid because the entire bottom is essentially like a vaulted. If you imagine a vaulted ceiling, this whole thing is turned upside down. So the floor is the ceiling. As you stand up, before we roll initiative, I'm going to give Desidris a moment here to react if you would like to do anything. You see these individuals across the way, and you do see the woman with the dark hair as she stands up.
And about how far away are they? And they're obviously they're in my area,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Obviously. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure.
She is about 50 feet away across the way from where you are. You're in the center of the room at the moment.
Okay. Oh yeah, there I am. I see that. All right. I am going to go. Nibbles, she is here, and I'm gonna jump up and rush towards her.
If you remember, I mean, you can.
Yeah.
But if you remember, if you leave that area, but you
That,
can totally
okay,
do
that's
yeah.
that was okay. That was my question. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
All right, I will just say, Nibbles, she is here, and I will clasp my hands as high up as I can, and if I can peer
Mhm.
or cast my voice, I'll be like, you are here. You are my angel. Where are your wings?
So, as the two of you are standing up trying to get your bearings, you can hear shouting above, people getting their swords and blades out. Aspen, you hear this voice calling across the way, as well as you, Volric. And what you see is these hands. What do the hands look like, Desidris?
They're kind of long, thin, very pale. Like they haven't seen the sun in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there's like, I don't know, some nail fungus or something. They're a little darker than normal.
So dark claws, pale hands, popping up from the center of that well that's in the center of the room, and this voice calling out. You can see that the hands, as they kind of crest the barrier of the well, you see faint steam sort of starting to rise off them. And Desidris, you kind of bear through the pain, but you can feel that slight pain starting to build. But you hear that voice call out, someone saying, "My angel." Aspen, what do you do?
I just looked to Vorik. Are they talking to me? I look around, trying to like find that voice, find the owner of that voice, and then the two arms. Well, I guess they have more people trapped in here. Okay. I have to get back up there. So I will like ask Vorik to like get me up to the rope, like a section of the bridge that's not broken down.
Got it.
And I will try to get up as high as I can to see into that.
Okay. Well, with that, let's all roll initiative, because things upstairs are turning into a chaotic mess as blades are being drawn, crossbows being drawn, and shouts echoing throughout this space. And I will, Luke, I will make your token visible on the map so that you can actually interact and see. So yeah.
Yes, I don't see anything. Now I see the map. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Perfect. Now I can see.
And I'll say that you're right here, Luke. Sort of clinging to the edge as your hands are rising up. And I'm assuming the person you were referring to, for the audience, do we see a little companion with you?
Oh yes. Perched on my shoulder is a black rat. That's perched on my shoulder.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, let's get these initiatives in. I'm gonna do this on my end as quick as I can. Oh, initiative. Okay, let's see if Roll20 is going to cooperate with me today. Remarkable, it did. And I'll just have all these guys go on the same turn. And I'll have this guy here. Right, I need to roll over here. Oh, initiative is the most exciting part of any D&D game when I'm going through rolling initiative for all these guys. Okay, let's see. I see Ayuze is on there. I see Aspen on there. Chenyar, Volric, Shifty. Okay, so I just need to get you, Desidris. What did you roll? 10?
10.
Okay,
cool. I rolled an 8 with a +2 for initiative, so 10.
Excellent. Ooh, Volric, you got a 2. I feel like that's appropriate.
I rolled a 1, yeah. He's too busy monitoring the Twitch chat right now.
Yeah.
Catch his breath.
Also, I do apologize, Volric, if it was not clear that these were suspended catways.
It was on me, brother.
Hey, I think that was a pretty great moment.
That was fun.
I will draw on the map here for the clarity. This bridge is now collapsed. So, okay. Well, first up, in the initiative order. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna allow Shifty and Aize to get a surprise round here because of the distraction that your group just caused. Everybody's attention is focused on that. So, Shifty and Aize, you guys can kind of act in tandem. I do see, Aize, you are first on the initiative. Would you like to go first, or would you like to let Shifty go before you?
I'm inclined to. I've been following him.
Okay.
I'd like to help him up.
I'm just gonna let him move forward, but my action doesn't require me to move forward too much.
Okay. Then, Shifty, what do you do with your turn?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we on the second level right now, or are we on the bottom level? Have to climb up that rope.
Yeah. So, this is kind of what we're working with here. The catwalks and all of the sewer pipe entrances, so the little entrances that you're looking out of, those are all on the same plane. They're 30 feet above the ground. So if you wanted to get over to the catwalk across the way, you would have to run and jump, since the rope is hanging down on the other side there over that catwalk. And to make it even more clear, you'll notice on the map there are blue flags and red flags. Blue flags mean that there is a rope hanging at that point that you can grab onto.
Got it. Okay. That's a pretty, okay.
So what would you like to do, Shifty?
I'm going to try to... If I swing on that thing, it looks like I could just go down, right?
Oh, you could swing across if you wanted. You wouldn't necessarily be able to go all the way to the floor. It's more designed for getting across from point to point.
Okay, what I'd like to do is I'd like to run and jump and then grab onto it and then keep it swinging so that then Aize can eat more easily as it comes towards him, be like, a trapeze artist and jump on to be able to climb up.
Okay.
Awesome.
I go ahead, Shifty, make an acrobatics check for me.
All right, here we go. We got this. Let's go, Aize. Nat 20.
Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, easy enough. Shifty,
I do a double flip with my arms out.
double flip, arms out, and you grab that rope. And so here's the choice you have. You could easily swing back and present yourself for Aize to grab, and I'll even let you do that. So as you grab onto the rope and swing out, and then the momentum takes you back, and you come back from where you started and reach out towards Aize. Aize, do you take Shifty's hand, or are you gonna stay back in the pipe?
I look at him and say, "Are you out of your freaking mind? No!"
And Shifty, you
get the hell out of here!
Swing back away from Aize. But Shifty, you are here, and these dotted lines here, the one going this way here, or this way here, you can move along those dotted lines without any penalty to your movement. So if you want to swing over to that other platform, you're welcome to do so.
I will be like, go to the other side then. Oh yeah, the red ones are going across, you said?
The red ones just mean there isn't a rope hanging there, but you can swing to that point.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go swing over this way to get up on this person if they haven't moved yet.
Okay, so...
Or if they have.
You leap off with a flip and land on that catwalk, and you have all of your movement left. So what would you like to do?
That was my action. Do I have any reactions or anything left?
That was just part of your movement. So you know what I'll say, because you had to jump across, you have half your movement left. So whatever half of your movement is, you can use that.
Perfect. I'm going to, let's see here. We got this guy here. Looks like, what do I see what this guy's doing? Is he doing any kind of reaction?
He is pulling out a crossbow, it looks like, and getting ready to fire at the giant that just fell down into the chamber. I'm going to go up to him and do a flip and be like, sneak around the corner and poke him. Go for it. Make that attack. Your stealth was high enough that he is not aware as you come spinning around the corner, so you get advantage on this attack.
Nice. Like 20.
20 definitely hits, and you deal
19 points of damage.
You spin around the corner and pierce him right through the heart before he can even pull his scimitar out, and he just and drops dead.
I would like to catch him if he's gonna fall off to make sure it doesn't make a sound.
Catch him and slowly let him down, silently taking out this target. And as you let the body down and kind of stand up and observe the room, no one has noticed you except for Scarin across the way, who's sitting at the table, currently standing up, and you see him just gently look in your direction and kind of tilt his head. All right, was that it for you, Shifty?
Creepy old guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like him.
Aize, you're up.
Advance. I think part of the problem is I couldn't see the room.
Yeah.
Very well. Archive.
Oh, yes, sir.
Float towards the middle, will you?
Very well.
The book floats outwards.
I love archive float 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, jeepers. Okay, there we go. I think that's 30 feet.
Okay, I trust
Wow.
you.
Very well. And then I will gather my power and cast the following spell. After looking over and saying, what the hell are Volric and Aspen doing? I start casting and then I stop for a minute and then look.
Uh-huh.
They're fine, right?
You
See a test fireball at the
Aspen,
well.
Aspen's bouncing off my stomach like a trampoline right now.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
yes.
conjure 2 minor elementals.
Ooh, oh, cool. Okay, this is a new spell. Which
And
ones are you
I
conjuring?
choose 2 giant striders.
Okay.
And I will summon them. Do you want me to link those?
I will find
I
it.
sent you the
Yeah.
whatchamacallits, the
Giant Strider. Yeah, I have it in D&D Beyond. Let me find it. Okay, so the Giant Striders appear. Remind me again what those look like? Those are like big, almost chocobo
they look like a
things.
cross between a dragon and a velociraptor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sick. Okay, cool. So these huge, almost searing with heat, velociraptor-like, bird-like creatures materialize out of the pillar. This like thin barrier opens up of fiery heat, and they leap out and land on the catwalks. The wood starts to creak and moan under their weight. They are size large. Okay, cool. So they appear there. I'll grab a placeholder token. I'm just gonna use this for now because that's all I have.
I think I sent you. Well, all right.
You did send me the tokens. That's right. I'm so sorry, Chris. I didn't get those ready in time. I'll be sure to grab those for next session. Okay, so these 2 giant striders land above you. Desidris, you hear more moaning wood and look up and see these velociraptor-like creatures looking around. What else would you like to do, Aize?
One moment. Sorry, just gonna check here for conjure elementals.
Mm-hmm.
They will.
If
The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands you issue to them. No action required if you don't issue any commands. They defend themselves from hostile creatures. So I can't order them to attack this turn, can I?
So the way I've been doing summonings, to just simplify it, is at the end of your turn, they get to go. So once you finish your turn, they will go.
All right. I am where I am, and seems to be a good spot. And then I give them the order. Let's see. Actually, I wanted them a bit closer to me, Nathan.
Sure.
Right? Because they spit fireballs, and I wanted to use them for fire support.
Sure. Does that look good?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't see the one over here because there's this big black triangle there, but I'll take your word for it. Oh, there we go. Thanks. All right, so this is the guy closest to those 2, and this person here.
Okay.
I'm pinging.
Okay. So the one, the one on the balcony there, and what was the other one?
There's another one here.
Got it. Okay, so what do they do?
I'll have both Striders fire their fireballs at it.
Okay. As their mouths sort of open wide and the fireballs burst out, it looks like they make dex saves. So here we go. They're going to make a dex save. Boom. That's a failure. Go ahead, Chris, roll 4d6 for me.
Okay.
And boom, that's another failure. Okay, I think both these. Yep, both fireballs slam into these individuals, and they just burst up, turn to ash, and are obliterated with that. And the Striders let out a cry, taking us to the top of the round. Before we start, I want to give Desidris. Do you say anything in this moment as chaos is starting to break out?
So, the Dark Angel of my visions is over behind the big giant guy, right? She's currently starting to get up on his shoulders. It looks like. Okay. Is there anyone that appears to be threatening her?
No.
No. Okay. Interesting. Okay, because I think these guys. So there's a couple guards closer to me, though, right?
Yeah, they're 30 feet up on the catwalks.
On those catwalks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and try a little, just a chill touch on the guy closest to my Dark Angel, who is over there to the west. So
Okay.
I'm closest to him. So I'm just going to go ahead and give that a roll, see what I can do here.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, not that great, unfortunately. I think that would be a total of 13.
13. Okay. So that does hit, but here's what I want to do. Go ahead and roll. A d20 and add your spellcasting modifier. So I think it's
You got
charisma.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. That is a 22.
Okay. What does it look like as you cast this spell?
I just, reach out my hand and 30 feet away, this spectral, ghostly hand with dark claws on it reaches out and it grasps this thing around its throat and begins to throttle it.
Oh, that's amazing. So the hand shoots out. This is what happens as you cast the spell. You see it start to rocket out from your hands, and then this almost like sickly green spider web of energy sort of clings to it, and the hand starts to lose momentum, but you focus in and press your will, and it pops out of that barrier and latches onto the guy's throat. How much damage does it do?
I'll go ahead and roll it here. Terrible. I do 3 points.
Okay, as it latches onto this guy's throat, it starts to choke him out, and he's sort of stumbling there. And Desidris, you are going to take, as your hands are outstretched beyond the well,
Yeah.
You're going to take 4 points of burning fire damage as your skin starts to sizzle from the curse that's holding you within there. Okay, that was our surprise round. It is now Scarin. Scarin looks to Anders. Well, appears we have company. Please, boy, get behind my desk. And Anders kind of looks around and sees the chaos that's happening. And he sort of throws his hands up and shouts, "Wait, please, everyone, stop!" And Scarin rolls his eyes. This is not the time for that. And he's going to grab Anders and pull him across the desk, slamming him down behind it, and says, "Stay here." And he will use his movement to run and leap, grabbing onto the rope there, and swing across, clutching onto the wall there, and then leaping off gently, using his bonus action to dash, and he disappears into the warrens of the pipes. He is somewhere. So that was Scarin's turn.
Dude's like an alien, a xenomorph.
As he disappears into the darkness. All right, Aize, you're up.
Well, that makes me naturally suspicious. Some creepy little assassin running around. Time to move closer. So that one's dead. There's still this one here though. Okay, hang on, I gotta check here on the Striders.
Sure. Oh yes, and sorry, Aize, you technically are back here. I was just moving you so you could see.
The flame gout from the Striders, is it once per day or is it?
You have to. It looks like you have to. Oh, I'm looking at a. I'm sorry. I'm looking at an updated stat block for the Striders from Mordenkainen's. Not okay. So if that one, it's a recharge. So go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay, one for each.
Correct. Okay, so one of them they both get it back. My God. Okay.
All right, I'll move forward so I can see better.
Okay.
And
so Aize, if you go there, that is technically open air, right? And it goes 30 feet down to the floor.
Not a problem. I'll feather fall as a response.
So you drop 30 feet down onto the floor, and it is this strange domed floor as you kind of slide and skid to a halt.
I would stay up there, but I don't want to be stabbed in the back by creepy little Spider-Man. All right. I'm sorry, Nathan. Over here, who is that? I'm pinging the map now.
That individual behind the desk, that was Anders. He got thrown behind the desk by Scarin.
And these two?
They just look like thugs, ruffians. I don't know.
This?
That looks to be another. They are wearing robes instead of armor, but they look to be a thug as well.
All right, I'll drop a fireball here. Do you have the fireball icon ready?
Yeah, I can get it. So, are you?
He's fireballing in the general area of our bedroom. I love it.
Okay,
20-foot radius?
20-foot radius, yep. So there's 20-foot radius. You want it?
Oh, too much. Okay.
It will miss. It will miss Desidris down below because he is. Well, you don't know he's there actually, but he's 30 feet down. But yeah.
Yeah, but Luke's our guest. I don't want to. That'd be rude.
No, what I am saying.
I agree.
Yeah, it would. What I am saying.
I do not know you are there. I'm so sorry.
It won't hit him, Aize, because he's 30 feet below.
All right, this is what I do, and I say, Chanticleer, Perthalox. I forgot. I named the two. I named them.
What was the name?
What I do, my beloveds? I'm dropping a fireball right here. I believe their radius is the same as mine.
It probably is. Really quick, what is
Oh, they're 10 feet.
What is the what are you casting fireball through? Is it through archive?
Oh no, I'm throwing it.
You are throwing it. Okay. I'm just checking something. So you're casting it there. Okay, I think they can see you just on that other side of that pillar. Yes, they can. So as you go and throw the fireball out, that individual in the robes reaches a hand out and is going to cast Counterspell.
Do I see that?
Do you see that? It's a good question.
Am I within range? That's another good question.
They are on the other side of the pillar, so you cannot see them as they cast it. But Aize, you can see them as they cast Counterspell.
Is he in range of me?
60 feet away. Well, I guess they're 45 feet, and then you're 30 feet down. Oh God, here comes some. Yeah, you're both within range of each other.
Can I counter his counter spell while I'm throwing a fireball? I don't think I can do that.
I think you can. It's a reaction.
All
It
right.
is a reaction.
Yeah.
All right. I'll counterspell his counterspell.
Okay, so as you are reaching your hand out to fire the counterspell, the magic is starting to be dispelled, and then you reach your other hand out and counter that counterspell. And unfortunately, the last thing this guy is able to get out before it goes off, oh shit! And it explodes all around those individuals. Go ahead and roll the d6s for me.
Okay, my fireball. I'll roll mine first.
Okay. He completely failed.
25 points, DC 16.
Oh my Jesus. Wow. Okay, everybody failed. So
Well, it's gonna get uglier too, because 2 more are coming in from Chanticleer and Pertalot.
Chanticleer and Bird-a-lot. Oh my god. Okay. The two guys. The one guy that's being choked right now by this spectral hand, he just evaporates. The other guy across the way as well, both turn to dust. The mage seems to recover after the blast, stumbling back a bit. The 2 guys in the back also take that hit in stride. But that entire area is on fire now. And the 2 little bird dudes throw their fire charges. Yeah, so it looks like it's a 10-foot radius, so I think you can only get the mage with that. Or you could get the 2 guys at the back, the 2 bigger guys in armor.
Chanticleer on the mage, Pertalot on the 2 guys in the back.
Understood. Okay, here we go. They're going to make their saves again. Illusionist. God, they're all failing. Wow, you guys getting... Of course, the dice are against me.
Oh, it's DC 13 on the Fire Striders, not 16.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage for the Striders. 4d6.
Alright, this is Chanticleer on the mage.
Okay.
15 points.
Okay. The mage is barely standing. Stumbles back from that. And the other 2 guys, go ahead and roll that.
Pertalot on the other 2.
Okay.
16 points. Ooh, I'm rolling really well with
Yes,
well,
you
terrible.
are. And then 8 points to that guy. Okay, Aize, what an amazing turn. Fire erupting everywhere. They all go stumbling. 2 guys turn to ash. Are you good where you are, or do you want to move?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, the mage is going to...
Sorry.
Yep.
Is there a wall behind me, I should say, before I say I'm good?
Yes, there is a wall behind you.
Okay, good. I'm good.
Okay. The mage is going to straighten themselves up and... They're gonna cast invisibility on themselves. They turn invisible, and they're going to go somewhere and try to get into position. Let's see. Yeah, they'll move there. Okay, that was their turn. Aspen, so you are up on the shoulders of Ulrich, who is now standing. What do you want to do with your turn?
I will, for my main action, I will cast Mirror Image on myself,
Okay.
creating 3 other duplicates of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna quicken that.
Okay.
And I can see these 2 guys. Oh, wait, hold on. I can see these 2 guys over here, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to hit each of them with a Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Get him, get him.
First one, an 11 to hit. I don't think that hits.
No, it does not.
Okay.
They literally parry it with one of their swords.
Okay, second hit. Nope, miss.
Ooh, so they both go wide and miss.
And am I high enough to where I can like climb onto the bridge now?
Yeah, Ulrich is 15 feet tall, I think. You can grab onto the bridge and try to climb up. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Okay. 11.
That is just enough as you start to using half your movement to get up onto the platform there.
Okay, and I will use the rest of my movement to get 10, 15. over here.
Okay. As you start running across the catwalk, Desidris, you can see her running above you, moving in your direction.
Yes. I'm here. Yes, this is the way. I am right here. Come.
And Aspen, you hear this voice and look down, and below you, poking up out of the well, you see this individual waving at you. They seem to be clinging to the side of the completely vertical, smooth wall of the well. What does Aspen see, Desidris? What exactly is Aspen seeing down there?
A really rather handsome gentleman, although gaunt. Looks like maybe he hasn't been fed a lot in a long time. Very pale, like hasn't seen the sun in a long time. Just really clinging to the side of the wall, very adeptly, and looks like in these beautiful velvet robes that are, red, sort of a scarlet red and purple with some eldritch runes pressed into them as well, and bearded, and a little rat on his shoulder.
I just call out, do I know you? And that is how I end my turn.
Okay, awesome. All right, and next up is the veterans over here. They look around and see the carnage. They're gonna go straight over to Aize. So let's see, they get a +3 to this roll. Yeah, so easy enough. This guy grabs onto a rope and swings across, landing on the other side here, and then uses the rest of his movement to get up next to this big giant strider that kind of but he ignores him and pulls out a crossbow and points it down at Aize, getting down on one knee, and is going to fire the heavy crossbow for a 15 to hit Aize.
That would be a no.
Are you doing shield?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you have mage armor?
Spell gives me hang on one sec.
Awesome. Okay.
I know I really should write this down. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. I believe you. Don't worry. Mage armor.
Mage armor gives me a base armor class of 13, and my dexterity gives me another 3. Okay. So my armor class is 16.
Excellent. So it's 10 feet.
Without a shield.
Swings over. So it's 10 feet of movement. This other guy swings over. He gets 20 feet left. 20 feet of movement. He can get to here. Next to Archive, and same thing. Gets down on one knee and is going to fire that crossbow bolt directly at you, Aize. Here we go. 16 to hit. Oh, you're muted.
This time I'll use the shield.
Did you use counterspell on?
Oh wait, I already used the reaction. Okay, hits me.
Okay, so you go to do shield, but your power is drained and you're unable to do it, and the crossbow bolt nicks you across the hand and is going to do some kind of damage. D10 plus 1, okay. Not that much. Hey, 2 points of damage. But I do need you to make concentration check, I think, for the elemental spell.
Yep.
Okay.
That's no problem. Let's see where our Warcaster. All right, that's what
you get advantage.
For.
Okay.
Con save.
Yep, con save, please. And Shifty, you're on deck. And then it will be Desidris.
17. Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. All right, Shifty, you're up.
Is this Strider thing here in my way?
It is, yes. It is an ally, though, so you can move through its space. You can totally do the Lord of the Rings Hobbit through the horse legs thing.
I will do that, and I'm going to run up, pull out. I have my rapier out here, and I'm going to cast Booming Blade as I come up to it. And since it's next to an ally, I do believe I get sneak attack.
You get sneak attack, yes. You would only get advantage if you were to be in a flanking position or hidden. But yes, you will get sneak attack if you hit.
So I come through here.
Okay.
And that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to attack with the booming blade.
Go for it.
Just double check here, this is all correct. Just one piercing. All right, here we go. I'm going to do them a little bit separately here just to make sure that we got it right here.
Okay. I just saw chat. The person yelling at the mage.
All
for
right,
going
so 21
invisible.
for advantage.
20. You do not have advantage on this attack because you are not flanking. But with a 14, what the heck? Why is this guy's AC missing? The hell? 50, 17. Okay. No, that does not hit with a 14. Unfortunately, it just the rapier goes deep into the thick armor he has on, but is unable to make purchase. He kind of looks down at you, and is nonplussed.
Disengage.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I have just 5 feet or something left.
Yeah. Okay.
I went 25 feet. Actually, no, I don't have any feet left.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do have my helmet on. I have my helmet on.
Okay.
The
So
helmet of underwater, so I can go 1 foot away, 5 feet away.
it's okay. You dart 1 foot, 1 square away, 5 feet away. Okay, Desidris, it is your turn.
My dark angel is running towards me, but I saw she attacked someone, right? Could I see whom she attacked?
Yes, she attacked the 2 people that are to the south of you that are next to those giant velociraptor things. These guys here. Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, good. Well, then I will also throw 2 eldritch blasts at them in
Ooh.
attempt to slay them.
Okay.
For they have offended my savior. All right. So let's see. That's gonna be 2 hits. So yeah, that's gonna be 24 and a 22.
Oh yes, and same deal as you cast the magic outside of this warded well.
Yes.
Roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier. And do it
it's
twice.
only okay.
Yeah.
A 12 and a 17.
Okay, so one of the Eldritch Blasts gets captured by the net and is pulled back down and dissipates.
Okay.
The other one pops through and slams into, who do you want it to hit of the 2? The guy on the further south looks more injured, if that matters to you. This guy.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually shoot the other one.
Okay.
I just rolled randomly. That's
Okay.
the one that went off.
Excellent.
And so 10 points.
10 points, okay. So as this guy is sneering down at Shifty suddenly, from out of the darkness below in the well, this, what color is the Eldritch Blast? Is it green, red, blue?
Oh, it's purple.
Purple.
It's just like a
Purple.
deep purple, kind of like the trim on my robes. Sir.
Perfect. So this purple Eldritch Blast slams into the back of this guy. And you see this handsome, pale figure with clawed hands reaching out. And at first you thought that Eldritch Blast came from Aspen, but realize it's coming from this figure down in the pit. All right, Desidris, do you want to do anything else?
I just want to say, yes, to me, you must come to me now. Come now.
Okay.
I will protect you.
Okay.
Me?
And yeah, Shifty, you see that he's gesturing over towards Aspen.
I'm kind of just like looking at Shifty like I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh my god, amazing. All right, it is the bandits. There's only one of them left. Okay, that one is going to fire at you, Shifty, because you're right there. They get 2 attacks. Here we go. So they pull out a crossbow. It says longbow, but they're using a crossbow, and fire 2. They have very adept, able to reload quickly. Shifty does a 20 hit.
A
And a 19.
20 does hit. I would like to use my second chance when a creature I see hits me. They can make them reroll. Wait, did I use my reaction already? I think I did.
No, you haven't.
to disengage.
Okay. So you haven't. So if you want to use
No,
your
that was a
reaction-
bonus. Yeah, I want to use my second chance, my 1 second chance here to make that, I guess, the 20 reroll.
Okay, so it rolls twice automatically, so we'll take the 6 there. So that just misses as you dart out of the way, and then the 19
the other one, oh.
hits, I believe, for 6
Mhm.
points of damage as that slams into you. And then this individual is starting to reloading their crossbow once again, taking us to Chenyar. Shifty,
Now you got it coming.
Shifty, you do hear very faintly shouts and footsteps coming from the eastern tunnel, directly to the east of you. It seems like individuals are coming, running down the tunnel, slapping on stone and water. Okay, Chenyar is up. Chenyar is on the other side of this broken bridge, looking out over this space.
Is there any way possible for her to like get a running start to try to jump to the other side of the bridge?
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay. Yes, roll that, please. No. You got a 6.
Okay. She runs and leaps and just falls short and goes tumbling down. Go ahead and make...
Is there a chance I can catch her?
Sure. You can sacrifice your reaction to reach your big hand out. Volric, go ahead and make... This would be a dexterity saving throw. It's a reaction, like a very reactive thing. So go ahead and do that.
20!
So
Yay!
Chenyar plummets to the ground, and then at the last second, Volric's massive hand reaches out, poof, and Chenyar gets caught, taking no damage.
She just gives you a nod, Volric. And did that use up half of her movement?
Yeah, so she has 15 feet left.
Okay, so can she get to, like, right here? Oh, sorry. Can she get to right here?
She would be on the floor, but yes, she can do so.
Okay, so, yeah, she'll slowly, like, start to make her way towards this rope over here.
Okay.
Is that in the air, or is that, like,
Yeah,
is there a rope?
it's 30 feet above on the catwalks.
Okay, so what she'll do instead is she'll climb up the 15 feet up Warwick to try to get back onto the bridge.
Okay, yeah. I'll say with Volric's help, go ahead and make that athletics check to get her up that last little bit onto the bridge.
Okay.
I'll go down like on one knee and lean forward and put up my arms. I'm like, it's like stairs.
14.
Easy enough with Volric's help. She gets up onto the platform, so she's up there. So she still has her action and bonus.
Let's see, what was she? Can she see Anders from where she is?
Yes.
Or is he behind? Or okay, so he's too far away. Actually, no, I don't think he is. No, he's not. Yeah, so she will do hold person on Anders. So that is the DC 15 wisdom save.
Hold person on Anders. Okay. You got it. So DC wisdom save. Nope. He suddenly tenses up and is stuck there behind the table. Is that it for Chenyar?
Yeah, that's all she will do for right now.
Okay. Anders is held at the end of his turn. I think he gets to make another save.
Yes.
17. So he breaks free at the end of his turn. But can't do anything else. Volric, you're up.
Yeah, can you move me 30 feet towards Anders?
Absolutely. You come running across, getting just to the bottom of this pillar here, Volric. Looking up, you can just kind of see through the slats. Anders is just being released from that spell as he shakes it off and is kind of panting.
Okay, as my action, I'd like to make a perception roll, see if I can hear footsteps, see glimpses of these invisible people kind of somehow distorting the air, or our hidden assassin.
Go for it. Make a perception roll.
Go. Come on. 14.
14. With a 14, you hear shouts and footsteps, like they're not trying to be stealthy, of what sounds like reinforcements coming from the east down the sewer pipe. That's about it.
Okay. I think that's gonna be my turn as well.
Okay. That takes us to the top of the turn. So, let me do some things behind the scenes here. Volric, what's your passive perception?
I think it's 15. What?
15? Okay.
It's 16 actually.
Okay.
If I can, let me increase the size here. It's either 15 or 16.
Oh, well, regardless, it's
higher than that.
This
Okay.
still beats your... Yeah, it's higher than that. Okay, and then for you, Volric, does a 24 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead and make...
Saving throw?
Saving throw. Yep.
It's con?
Con save, yes.
Let's try to roll ones this time. I got like a +7. Come on. This is important. I don't like getting venomed. There we go.
Yeah, so you resist. Out of the darkness, you hear a whistle and then feel a tiny bolt thunk into your armor. Doesn't hurt too bad. It does 9 points of piercing. And then you feel that as the poison starts to course through your body, but you resist it, so you take that's 12 points of poison damage, 9 points of piercing, 12 points of poison, and you see standing there, just barely in view, leaning out of one of the sewer pipes, kind of sneering down at you, Scarin, and he will pull back and disappear once more into the darkness.
Okay. And he's just basically here, right?
Oh, sorry. Do you not see him? He is here.
Oh, there. Okay.
Yes, to the north. And he will disappear back. It's, okay. That was his turn. Aize, you are up.
I say to the two that fired on me, that's very nice of you to cluster together like that. I very much appreciate it. Well done.
Their eyes kind of widen as they look at you, like what?
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the reloads on Chanticleer and Pertolot.
Go for it.
Chanticleer,
Okay, so no reload for Chanticleer. And
Bertolot.
no reload for Bertolot.
Okay, so they're up above us.
Yep.
Ah well. I will. Anyone else on the ground alive? This person. Are they up top? I'm pinging the map right
Yes,
now.
everyone is up 30 feet above. Yep.
All right, then I'll have the giant striders flank me to left and right,
Okay.
and I instruct them. All right, kids, your job is to protect me.
Okay, so you want them to drop down onto the ground next to you, and
Oh, I thought they were on the ground. They were already on the ground with me.
oh, sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they come. Sorry, I thought they were up on the catwalks. That's what I was imagining this whole time. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. Yeah. Okay, so they come running over and flank with you on either side.
Okay. And then I'm gonna drop a fireball on. Oh, Shifty's there.
I'm really good at dodging that stuff.
All right, let's move southwest
Southwest. Okay.
to get Shifty out of the fireball radius.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like that. Okay.
Well, actually, yeah. You can move it. The Striders are immune to fire damage,
Okay.
so I'm not worried about them.
Cool.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So
Once again, I apologize to our person that I don't know is there.
well,
I just want to jump in real quick and say I just donated $20 here to the Wounded Warrior Project to get it over $100. Come on, y'all, let's get it to $1,000 so if we can. We'd love your support to be able to do this.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Awesome. And as that goes off, Aiza, you throw out the fireball. Desidris, you are out of the range, but nevertheless you feel that heat and as it blows over the top of you. Well, actually, let's see if it does, because emerging from invisibility, the mage tries to counterspell once again, appearing right next to Shifty, trying to counterspell that fireball. Do you counterspell?
I counterspell.
Aspen
yes,
does. Okay. Counterspelling the counterspell, and this mage looks at you with such venom in his eyes as the fireball. Go ahead, 31 points of damage. Okay. Here we go. They both make their saves. Boom, boom, and one of them fails, the other one succeeds. 31 points is 15.
Plus the one I already hit him with.
Yeah.
And purple I hit him too. Yeah.
Okay. So wait. Yeah. So one of them failed and one of them succeeded. Honestly, okay. With that fireball, both of them turn to ash and are obliterated. Yeah. Excellent work, Aize. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
I will dig around in my pockets and search for my pearl of power.
Okay. Pulling that out. Taking us to the illusionist here. They are going to go for you, Aize. You're 60 feet away. They're going to cast... Oh god, how does this work? Go ahead and make an... Is this what I want? Make an intelligence saving throw? Oh, this spell is so complicated. Why did they do that? Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. They're just gonna shoot you with magic. 24 to hit, Aize.
What is he shooting me with?
So this is, again, I'm using this is from Mordekainen's Monsters of the Multiverse, and it's called Arcane Burst. So they target you, and it says it does psychic damage. So I'm going to say they target you and kind of hold their hand out, and you start to hear whispers in your mind that turn into a searing, painful scream. But I will say it is a magical spell. That's fine if you wanted to.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a hit roll or...
It is a 2-hit roll, yes.
And they made a 24 to hit me?
Yeah.
Okay, then 13, 17 plus 5. Okay, there's no way I can shield that, so I'll just take the damage.
Okay, you take 19 points of psychic damage as that pain rears up in your head. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
And it is now going to be Aspen's turn once we see if Aize makes this save.
I do?
You do. Awesome. Aspen, you are up.
Okay, I will first... I don't think I can see Aize, so I'm going to move over.
Well, yeah, first, what I would love to do, as it gets to your turn, Aspen... Okay, yeah, you go running over to the edge and look down, and you can see Desidris there.
Who are you? And then I like, as he's about to answer, I will cast Bless at 2nd level.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Mirror Image up too.
Okay.
This is not a concentration spell.
Okay.
And I will cast Bless, and I'm hitting Lorik, Shinyar, Shifty, and Aize.
Okay, so all of you get blessed. And Aspen calls out to you, Desidris.
I am Desidris. You are my savior. I've seen you in my dreams. But you have a halo and wings. I don't know. You are hiding them now. Are we not supposed to know that you are an angel?
It's been a long time since I've been an angel. I will quicken that. Is there any way that I can reach down and try to pull him out? I will quicken that Bless in order to free up my action.
Okay. He is 30 feet below you down in the well. If you can think of something else, I'm willing to... Or like, Desidris, if you do something in this moment.
I'm just gonna say, I am trapped. I cannot get out. Come, free me.
Okay. So you could
Do you
drop
have
down
a-
to him.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going down in the well. What can I do? I don't think I can do. I can't do something. I say, Vorik, I need your help. And with my action freed up, I will hit this mage twice with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay, cool. Go for it.
First attack, 27 to hit.
27. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll that damage for that first attack.
That damage, that is 10 damage.
So with the first strike, this mage gets blasted off the edge and tumbles down, splats onto the ground.
Well, that wasn't fun. And I will target this girl, this person over here with a second hit.
Go for it.
19 to hit. 15. Oh, did I roll full damage? 15 points if that hits.
15 points of damage for a 19 to hit. That does hit. Blasting her, she takes a her arm essentially gets hit, and you hear like a cracking sound, and the arm just goes limp, and she seems to be severely wounded from that blast.
That was better. And I just kind of looked at you, they give a thumbs up, and I will start to reach my hand down as well.
You reach your hand down towards Desidris. Okay, so you
Yeah.
get on your belly and reach down. The hand, Desidris is, it's probably 20 feet up or more, but it is.
Yeah.
She is making an effort to reach down towards you. All right, that was Aspen. Those guys are dead. Shifty, you only see the one individual left and hear boots coming down the hall to the east. What would you like to do? And it will be Desidris.
I would like to. Do I notice that I'm thinking I'm looking down over there since she just shot an Eldritch Blast at me?
Mhm.
I pull out a little potion in my a little potion here.
Okay. So you pull the potion out. And what would you like to do with
Pull
it?
out a potion, and I'm like, here, try this, and I toss it down to towards Aspen or this Desidris guy. It'll help you get out. And
Okay.
I don't tell you what it is, but I toss down a potion towards this Desidris.
Okay.
Would that be my full action, or would that be
No,
my?
that's a free action just to toss it. So the bottle goes flying down. Desidris, you see this bottle hurtling towards you.
All right, I'll try to grab it.
Okay. Yeah. Make a dex save really quick.
You got
if
it.
You get it. It's expensive.
Oh no!
No, I fail miserably.
So you reach out and it just goes right between your hands, and you watch it disappear and hear a little. It's somewhere down there, but
It didn't break?
no, it survived.
Oh.
Okay.
And you said there's more people coming this way?
Yep, from the sorry,
That
from
I
the
hear?
east. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hold my action
You got it.
to if I see them come to this door, I'm going to cast a spell at them.
Okay, sounds good. Desidris, you are up.
There's nothing hanging down here, right? There's nothing for me to climb on.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. So what you see, if you like, you would know this. You've been here for so
Yeah.
long. If you
Yeah.
were to go out into the room, and it will be painful, there
Yes.
are the pillars around you that you could climb.
Oh
up.
yeah. Okay. I will dash over to the pillar, climb up, and try to move if I can get to the Dark Angel there without her wings. I will do so.
Okay. Desidris, go ahead and we're gonna call this a charisma saving throw to
Okay.
exert your will over this.
Okay. Got it.
Oh
No. No.
Okay, as your body is fully exposed out of the well, the curse takes effect, and you start to burn from the pain, taking 19 points of fire damage as you
All right.
scurry up the pillar, but you do manage to end up right next to Aspen. And Desidris, what does it look like as you crawl up this pillar? Like, what is Aspen seeing?
You just see him like climb up, like his hands just stick to the surface, and he leaps towards you, and he's kind of a bit wild-eyed, and gaunt, and pale, and he gets down on his knee and extends his hand and says, "My savior," and holds out his hand.
I fully drop my battle axe into the well, trying to scramble away.
Well, I'm also like, obviously, like almost, steam, almost like little bits of flame are rising from my skin, and it's my skin is bubbling and burning as I'm out here. I'm saying, please, your hand.
Okay, I'll give him my hand.
Okay, you have her hand.
Okay, then I'll grab it with both of mine and go forward to kiss it, and I'll bite it.
Okay,
The
so
touch
as
of an
you
angel.
grab on and bite, you manage to. I'll say this, Aspen. You can. Well, first, Dizzarders, go ahead and make an attack roll with your bite.
That boy bit
Terrible!
me.
I can't roll for.
I know.
This is terrible.
Don't worry. Regardless of what happens.
A 5.
So-
Are you kidding me? How many rolls of 10 can I get in one night?
So Aspen does manage to pull her hand away, but your fang nicks one little
all I
vein,
need.
and a
all I
little
need.
drop of blood drops onto your the tip of your tongue. Aspen, you don't take any damage, but you just see like a little cut on your tongue as you kind of recoil from this. And Desidris, as that blood soaks into your tongue, that burning sensation starts to subside, and you watch as the skin starts to patch itself back together, and the steam.
I'm free. Thank you. I'm free. Thank you.
What?
You
What
did
just
it.
happened?
It is just like my dream. You freed me. It is true. All I needed was a drop of angel's blood, and I would be free.
Okay, and I'm slowly starting to back away.
I'm gonna start capering around a little bit just because I'm free. I'm gonna like jump in the air and spin and be like, Nibbles, we're free, Nibbles.
This little rat crawls out from under the cloak and goes into his hand, and is also like throwing its little hands up in the air like this as he's capering around. Amazing.
What kind of occult quackery is going on here?
Awesome. That takes us to Shifty. You hear the boots coming down the hall, and you see individuals starting to pour out from that chamber to the east. Go ahead and cast your spell, whatever it might be.
That's shatter.
You cast Shatter. Whew. Amazing. Okay.
So it should be a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point, and they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Excellent.
Ignore the sneak damage.
Yeah. So 4 individuals come bursting out, and the shatter spell erupts around them, and they will all make saves and take that damage. I'm just gonna roll once because I don't feel like rolling. What kind of save? Con save?
Yep.
Okay, so they all fail. So, and what's the radius? Is 10-foot radius?
10 foot. I did it right here.
Okay, yeah, so it hits all of them, and they all take 13 points of damage. In fact, actually, 13 doubled is 25? 26?
Oh, it's a...
Objects
Okay.
take double damage,
Yes,
so the
okay.
ceiling above them cracks, and the weight of so much earth above caves in,
Bye-bye.
crushing the 2 guys in the hallway and sealing that chamber off with that single stroke of that shatter spell. So that area is sealed, and only one of them managed to enter the room. As he kind of stumbles out and looks around, he is going to see all of this destruction.
You're next.
He will. He'll make one crossbow attack on you, Shifty.
Can I intimidate him?
Sure, make an intimidation roll. And we're about to go on break here as we get to the end of this round, and we will resolve the rest of this.
All right, here we go. Here's your intimidation roll.
Yeah, we'll see.
I rolled a 3.
Nope, he shoots a 22 to hit and hits you, I'm assuming, and
Yes,
and you
it
take
does hit.
6 points of piercing damage as that bolt slams into you. And this guy seems determined to fight to the last breath. All right, that was the bandits. Let's do Chenyar and then Volric, and then we're gonna go on break. So Chenyar, what would you like to do?
Shenyar is going to move up as much as she can. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right here. And she, she's still out of reach. Okay. Yeah, I guess she's gonna use her action to dash to get closer. She's gonna go another 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right here on top of this dead guy.
Okay.
And that is for her bonus action. Oh, she can. She's gonna do spiritual weapon right in front of this guy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that attack roll for me as the weapon appears. I'll say for her it's probably a scimitar, as that's her weapon of choice, as it but it's filled with the dark energy, and a 9 does not hit, unfortunately.
Nope.
Even with less.
Yeah, that is all she can do.
Okay. Anders gets up from behind the desk and comes running towards you, Volric, and looks over the edge at you. You can see he looks a bit roughed up. He has a black eye. He kind of leans down and looks at you.
Motion for him to come.
He looks a bit dejected, kind of lowers his shoulders. I'm sorry, Volric. I made a mistake. And he will lower himself down into your hand as you scoop him up. So that is Anders. Volric, what would you like to do on your turn?
Cool. That makes my life easy. I was gonna move up there and grab him. I'm gonna go ahead and move 30 feet. Okay, so who's this?
That is the one. Oh yeah, she's still alive. Hold on. She shoots at Shifty twice.
Sorry.
Shifty, does a 15 hit?
I don't believe 16 is my armor
Okay,
class. No.
so both miss. She does have a shattered arm, so she's kind of awkwardly putting the crossbow up and trying to fire that, and is missing. Okay, Volric, yeah. So she's a bandit up there.
Don't get too handsy on me now.
Oh no.
And how far away? The one thing that evades me as I continue to forget. How do I do the measuring tool?
Oh, it's the little. It looks like
40 feet.
yeah, but I
The
can do it.
ruler.
Okay. Then I'm going to move. Yeah. I need to get Anders where he's safe. So I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Throw him into whale.
There's a lot of stuff going on with the chat and my 4-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Aspen needed help. What was going on with Aspen? She called out to me.
Oh, so actually, it's hard for you to see because she's behind a pillar. You just heard her call out, and you look over, and there's this big pillar in the way. You kind of see what looks to be somebody dancing around with a rat in their hand, very happily, up on the platform.
Right.
Somebody bit her.
All right. Mostly I'm worried about then, if she looks okay, I'm worried about getting Anders to a safe spot. So I'm going to go ahead and please move me 30 feet over this way.
Okay.
And I want it, you move 30 feet, and then I'll have him completely shielded from that vantage point that he had earlier with the crossbow.
Got it.
I'm going to do a dodge action, which I will define as kind of turtling up all my armor.
Yeah.
Which is, because how do you dodge? I'm not dancing. So I'm basically shelling up is a dodge action. That's it.
Awesome, yeah, and putting Anders in the center of you, amazing. I would say with your size and your heavy armor, like, you essentially are giving him full cover from that direction as you embrace him. Okay, is that it for you, Ulrich?
Yes.
Okay, at the top of the round, we're about to go on break. Yeah, so... at the top of the round, what you all see is... oh wait, did I rolled the wrong thing? Whatever, yeah, it's easy enough. You watch Volric as Scarin appears, lightly landing on the catwalk, looking down at you 30 feet below, turtling up, looks around the room, sees all the destruction. Oh well. Perhaps I'll see you again someday. And he is going to run and leap into the area from whence you came. So he uses movement, bonus action dash, and then dash, and he's going to leap across with an acrobatics. He got a 16, so he leaps across with ease, lands in there, and just starts sprinting down into the darkness, disappearing.
Laugh so much if he sprained his ankle.
And as he disappears into the darkness, and the final bandit that's here looks around, dropping his crossbow, raising his hands. I'm not getting paid enough for this, please. And with the crossbow on the ground, we just see Desidris there in the middle of the room. As
I'm going to sprint towards this bandit if I see him, if that's possible.
You want to sprint at the bandit or at Scarin that's running away?
Oh, no. Well, he's going to get away, but
Yeah.
This guy just surrendered, right?
Yeah, okay. So you...
I'm pretty hungry.
Okay, so you sprint at the bandit. With lightning speed, we watch as Desidris sprints past you all. And the bandit... Whoa, wait, what? What are you doing?
I'm going to do a flying tackle at him and rip his throat out. I'm starving to death.
Amazing. Go ahead. He's disarmed. I'll say, I'm sorry, you gotta roll dice for this.
I know. Unfortunately. That is my Achilles heel.
That's your
You know
Achilles
that,
heel.
Nathan, right?
I know.
It's rolling dice.
It is. Go ahead and
ironic.
roll that.
All right, let's see. Let's see if
I
the
think
gods...
it's the bite attack would be the thing that makes the most sense.
All right, rolling the dice. Oh.
Is it an 8 total with all the bonuses?
No. Let me.
Yeah. What are the bonuses?
Yeah. Hold on. That's oh my god. So it'd be plus 6.
Okay.
So 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah, 14.
You watch as he leaps at this man. Wait. And just sinks the teeth into the side of his throat. And Desidris, what happens?
He probably looks like a Hi-C juice box when you squeeze it really hard. He shrivels up.
Yeah, all the color leaves this man's face as he shrivels up and blood just starts to run down the neck a little, and then you kind of see it get slurped back into the mouth of Desidris, who is leaning over him. And with that, I think we should go on break as Desidris is sitting there embracing this poor man.
Oh, I needed that desperately.
Amazing. All right. We'll see you all here in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break. Please go to the links that were posted in chat. Eric, if you don't mind posting those again, we're doing a fundraiser for Wounded Warrior Project. As well, Luke here is running a Kickstarter campaign. Please go check it out. And we'll see you all shortly. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're gonna keep this short and sweet, but first I want to send it over to Luke here so that he can talk a little bit more about Wounded Warrior before we jump right back in. Luke, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. We were at a $205 of our $1,000 goal for Wounded Warrior project when we took break. So I'm hoping that we can get us a little close to that $1,000. And Nathan has been kind enough to allow us this little bit. If anyone donates $15 or more, you can pick someone to give advantage to in the next day roll. And we may need it. I mean, I don't know what's coming down the pipe, but it could be anything. And if you really hate us and you want to see all of our characters die, you can give advantage to the bad guys, the BBEG or whomever, so he can have a little, some advantages that he can pull out when he needs them as well. So to keep it more interesting. So Wounded Warrior Project does a lot of great things. I think we all know they help out soldiers who are, all service members who are injured in the line of duty, particularly, combat wounded. They help people get therapy and sometimes even adjust their housing or cars to assist them so they can live life a bit more comfortably and normally as all the things that we take for granted. There's also an arm in Wounded Warrior that does work with soldiers who have post-traumatic stress disorder, and one of the ways that they help treat that is by gaming. So it's kind of a neat thing. With the Dungeons and Dragons being used by therapists of all kinds, including some who work with Wounded Warrior Project, to help people kind of deal with those issues, move past it. So it's really a worthy organization, and if you have the ability, I just ask you to consider donating.
Yes, please do. It's really an amazing thing, and yeah, I think the fact that people are using D&D for therapy is awesome. I cannot speak to it from experience at that level, but all I can say is the first time I started playing D&D with Eric. Eric was the one who introduced me to this entire game, and I fell in love with it. It was such an amazing way for me to practice things that I was uncomfortable with, like speaking up for myself, for example. I was very uncomfortable doing that, and the game enabled that. So I can only imagine what it can do for others. So yeah, please go check it out. Please donate if you can. And yeah, with that, let's go back to some D&D and vampires and magic. All right. So where we left off. We had just witnessed Desidris, who still actually hasn't introduced himself to the party, but we will keep using his name. We just saw Desidris crawl out of the well, flesh burning, and then take a quick bite from Aspen, and only a drop of her blood seemed to have broken whatever curse was afflicting him, and the burning stopped. As the battle subsided and Scarin escaped into the shadows, Desidris, capering around with glee, suddenly saw this one individual who had surrendered, and with lightning speed dashed across and devoured him like a juice box, sucking all of his blood out. So we'll pick up there. Desidris, you've just finished drinking the last drop of blood from this individual. What do you? Yeah.
Do I feel
just got
better?
a donation.
Oh, we just got a donation?
Right. From Armando, who said, add this to my first donation tonight, but I want to give advantage to Sir Luke for when next he wants it. Thank you very much. And Chris with $50 as well.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you feel better? Yeah, I think you actually have a thing you can do, but yes, you absolutely feel better.
I just wanted to make sure that that I was back. Okay.
You know what's interesting though? This is the first time this satiation of this hunger is the first time it's felt like yours. What do you do?
I'm going to straighten up a little bit, and now you can see like my form is filled out a little bit more. I don't look quite as gaunt, and I have a little bit of color in my face again. And I will kind of straighten up and maybe rip off a piece of this peasant's clothing and wipe off my face shirt so that try hopefully I don't have my rather worn and antique looking clothing stained, and I'll straighten myself and kind of regain my composure and approach the heavenly savior of mine that has come, and I will approach calmly and slowly, and I will bow and incline my head and say, I am the rightful Markgraf, Zidris Gintautus of Anuria. This is my home. I have been trapped here by a most foul hag for many years. I have lost count, but ages have passed, it seems, and I have been trapped below. But I cannot believe that I am now free, that Nibbles, the 75th, is also free, and I must thank you. And I'll bow and say, I owe you.
You said your name was Isidris?
Desidrus. I know it is strange to your tongue, but the Neth have not been on the surface of this world for much time. This city fell. My home, it's crashed into the ground.
I'm sorry to hear
This
that.
was your home.
Yes, this is my city.
Aspen would say something.
Aspen says, "Oh,
No.
I'm sorry your city fell like that. You said you were trapped here?"
Yes, there is it is a long story, but I was denied. I was denied my rightful place in my family, and so I made an agreement with someone who goes by, I think it translates to Granny Nightshade, who agreed to help me, but I do not owe this person anything. There was nothing that needed it. Anyway, there was some conflict with our agreement, and she tortured me for many years, and she imprisoned me here, and she has used me to she uses me like a reserve of energies, and when I could be in at any time, and I feel this pull, and I shrivel and grow weak, and I know that this is when Granny Nightshade, she takes my power, my very essence from me, to make her whole. It is almost like some of my kind who, and she is responsible for turning me into this creature, but it is who I am now. But it is like those who keep some around, and they use them whenever they are hungry, but they keep them there like a blood bag.
Is this hag
do I-
still alive?
What is that?
Volric.
Is this hag still alive?
Yes. Not for long if I can have my way. I know where some of her phylactery, for lack of a better word, it is below in the vault of my family, in the Gingauntis vault. I was forced to guard it.
Sounds like she needs to meet her end.
Yes, I would be indebted to you. I have also, you do not like this lowborn dog, Skerin?
Oh no, he's committed crimes that are unspeakable.
Yeah, he. I was forced to listen to his drivel. Is he would come down and he would say, "Oh, I'm going to do this. Is this a good idea? Should I do that? You are so wise. You've been around for a long time." And I had to listen to him, but I was starving and he would bring me an occasional snack. So I listened to this fool and gave him encouragement. But yes, I'm familiar with Scarin.
Anders, at this point, I'd say all of you have climbed up onto the catwalk. Volric, your giant form, I'm assuming, has worn off at this point, and you've set
It's 1 minute, yeah.
Anders down before you. Anders seems to be standing there next to you, Volric, kind of pale and just wide-eyed, looking at you, Desidris, as you're saying all this. And
yes.
he is a very young, like, straight dark hair, big, wide, bright eyes, big smile. Well, he's not smiling right now, but...
Yes. Well, your father is this, what is term that has been used in current language? Scumbag? He is scumbag, but he loves you. Your father loves you.
Oh, this is so much. He told you things?
Well, yes, he kept on asking, we Zentarum, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to get power. What do you think of this? And I'd say, well, I would maybe do this a little different. But yes, he talked to me much.
So you helped him?
He would offer me food.
And food, and he gestures to the now drained body that's lying beside you.
Well, I have been here, and like I've said, this Granny Nightshade, she will constantly be drawing from me, and I don't know when, ages and ages ago, there was no more servants to eat. I mean, to help sustain me in my life force, so I had to eat Nibel's relatives and others, and it was very bad.
The little rat looks at you.
I'm sorry, Nibels. You are special. You are special, Nibels. I would never do that, But Nibels is all I had to talk to for many years until Scarin came around. But even Nibels is better conversationalist.
Has he told you anything recently?
Yes. Well, I mean, he has told me a few things. I mean, I think he said something about, well, unfortunately, I mean, he loves you, but, sometimes family, you have to play your part, as they say. This is how it works in noble family. So he said you have been helping him unbeknownst to advance the Zentarum through business deals that maybe were not so good for you, but good for your father. And I'm sure he's going to give you a big reward later.
He was alluding to that before all this broke out.
Yes, there was the last meal he gave me was actually quite tasty. Was a strong female, maybe was a soldier of some kind.
When was this?
It's hard to tell. It's always dark here, but not long. A week, a few days.
Oh my god. Is there anything left?
I mean, yes, I could go. Yes, I mean, is this someone who is important to you? Who I do not know.
I have a terrible pit in my stomach of who it might be.
If you wait here, I will go. Nibels, come on, we can go.
Okay.
Just one moment.
Sure. What do you
And
do?
I'll like leap down and climb down the walls,
Yeah.
and after several minutes, I imagine I'll probably come back up with a kind of a drained husk of a woman, and kind of
Drop her down. Okay.
yeah.
Anders kind of looks at this, furrowing his brow, seeming to recognize the face. Volric, who else was there? Aspen, Chenyar, Shifty, you all recognize this woman as well. This was the first mate to Eleander. Her name was Helen Knight. And you remember seeing her on the ship with Eleander. That was actually a day ago, is when you saw her on the ship with Eleander.
Right.
Or not with Eleander, rather, Eleander had died at that point, but she was actually the first person that came to you, Volric, when you went upstairs after the fight with the Sahuagin, and that captain came to approach you and was like, Eleander has fallen. It was her. It's the woman that's before you right now.
Right. So I guess we can assume that she was abducted beforehand, and the person that came up to tell us that Eleander was killed was probably the assassin.
That's up for you to decide, but that seems reasonable.
Yeah. Desidrus, how long was this body here?
It is very difficult to tell. There is no sunrise, and no one very rarely talks to me. Nibbles, do you know how long it was? Nibbles thinks maybe 3 days.
Yeah. So the first mate that came to tell us about the murder was the murderer. Now, Anders, you've asked a lot of questions. You made the right choice and came to us. You need to explain yourself, and then you're going to face the music.
I didn't know what to do after Chenyar confronted me. She told me I needed to come clean, and if I did that, it would ruin my entire family. Our entire family name would be ruined. I didn't know what to do. And
In fairness, I must say, in fairness, this Sketter, this dog, this peasant, he has been working this for a long time for humans. He says he was laughing that he infiltrated the Solmore household as a butler or some sort of low class servant, and then he would be seducing. Seducing is the word that to sleep with the mother, and then break the family so that he could get advantage. So this is how he became your father, is through. But this was no accident. So Anders here, he is, he has been treated unfairly. I understand. I was treated unfairly as younger son. I had older brothers who constantly tried to keep me down. So I know how it is, Anders, and sometimes I can feel for you. But it is yes, Nibbles. I know it is a little different, Nibbles. Yes. Nibbles points out it's a little different, but you have also been downtrodden. You should not be wrongfully punished.
Did you know about the assassination and who did it, Anders?
No, I didn't know any of that. I panicked, and I knew that there were... Look, Saltmarsh has always been a town of smugglers, and he looks to you, Shifty, and Aspen. I mean, you both know this. My family has been here for generations, and we had old smuggling tunnels underneath the manor, and I thought maybe Scarin went down there. I went down there, and I just started calling for his name. I didn't know what to do. He said he was my father. I wanted answers. I wanted to maybe ask him if he could reverse those deals he made. I didn't know that he was playing my anyways, I was calling for his name, and then someone grabbed me in the dark and bound me, and then I was dragged here, and then that's when all of this went down.
Yes, well, at least he loves you more than your mother, which is good.
We're...
But he stuck the shiv in your mother. You knew this, yes?
What?
Oh, he did not tell you?
No.
Well,
What do you-
maybe I shouldn't say anything. I am sorry.
No, please keep talking.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
grabbed
the
some
moment?
popcorn.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
just sitting over on the thing listening.
he would go endlessly and endlessly. I'm just hoping for next meal, but he keeps talking and talking with the mouth always moving. This lowborn dog, and yeah, he has no sense of decorum and how he should address me. I am, of course, the Markgraf, the rightful Markgraf of Anuria. I deserve, more respect than being shown here. He also promised to free me, yet it was up to me that I had to, before this angel who came to save me, and who I'm eternally grateful to. But yes, he told me that he went to name is Petra. Petra, this is the name. This is the name of your mother, right? Yes, Petra. He said that he was telling her about Zentarium, some petty thieves or whatever they are, scum that he is associated with, and that there was, he wanted help, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to do that," and he decided to tie up the loose ends, I guess, is maybe how they talk in. I've heard other people use this words.
This is this is a lot, but would you? He kind of takes a deep breath and looks over at Chenyar, who's locked eyes with him this whole time, and she kind of gives a brief nod. He looks back. Would you be willing to come to the surface and give testimony in front of the council? I don't know how they're gonna get past you being a monster, but I think we can work it out.
Well, I mean, I suppose I could help. I am not against helping. If the angel, what is your name, Angel? I had missed the name.
You can call me Aspen, and like I said earlier, I am no angel.
You will always be angel.
He's
You will
really
always
not.
be angel. You will be angel to Desidris. You are dark angel. And I prefer Halo and Wings, but I understand there is some difference between vision. I'm not sure how gods work, but yes, you are an angel to me, and thank you, Aspen. You have. I could not eat one more rat down there, so you do not know. But yes, if Aspen wishes me to do such a thing for you, Anders, and everyone, I would be willing to do so. Of course, there is also foul creature, Granny Nightshade, who is very evil. She is yes, go. Yes, I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt you.
No. I was gonna ask, can I do like a history check on this person?
You could do.
To see if I know this person.
You could do history or religion.
Oh, religion is better. Okay. I will guide myself too.
Oh,
Never mind.
Oh, nice.
wow. Yeah.
Are you getting my die rolls?
Yeah.
I would totally lend you some,
Oh, 26? That's really good.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a natural,
Okay, no, that's not my die rolls. I would have gotten a 1. Okay.
it's a natural 20. Yeah, you know who Granny Nightshade is. Your mother's talked about Granny Nightshade. In fact, your mother's complained about Granny Nightshade. She has complained about this night hag that has been hoarding souls for herself and has been essentially driving her prices up artificially for souls, and continues to sell to the demons of the abyss instead of the devils of the hells. So your mother has complained a lot about Granny Nightshade, who is a night hag. And I would say with a natural 20, you know that name has popped up throughout history as well within the material plane, and that she is said to reside deep within the heart of Neverwinter Wood, in a spiraling fortress that some claim has a thin veil between the material plane and the Shadowfell.
Okay. I just looked to Anders after like I kind of remember this stuff that my mother complains about, and I just want to look at him, and like I can tell he's a mess right now, right?
Oh yeah, he's fully just sat down, like hands on knees, head between knees, like he's a mess.
Okay. Anders, I understand family is a complicated matter. But I hope you remember that someone lost their husband, and I understand that you didn't ask to be put in this situation, but you need to come clean.
I
So
can see that now. He kind of looks around and sees just the countless bodies, the singed bridges, the ash blowing around in the space. Not really blowing around, there's no wind in here, but just the ash piled up on the ground. Kind of looks back.
Isidris, if we promise to kill that hag, will you go with us now?
Yes, but I know that, like I said, there's phylactery. There is. I'm not sure of the word exactly, but part of essence of Granny Nightshade that is below that I have been guarding. But if I destroy, I will be destroyed. It is tied somehow linked to me when she turned me into a vampire and cursed me to serve as some sort of arcane blood bag for Night Hag, that I must guard this, and it has been ages and ages and ages that I have been here suffering. But below, if you help me get this is 1/3 of way to control Granny Nightshade. It is part of her blackened, shriveled heart.
I look at the others. Then we can get this and go see the council.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to get my gaseous form back. This guy dropped it.
I was always more bookish. My older brothers, they were more into the sporting and the archery and things of this nature. But I was studied.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
You
not
owe
so
me one.
book.
Just don't bite me, okay?
This is
Yes,
fair.
please don't bite anyone else.
I only had to taste just a drop of your blood, which was so sweet. It was delicious. If you want to give me some more later, we can talk. But I would not do so without your permission.
Got a buffet right here.
I just I check something at Shifty. I take my battle axe and I check it at Shifty. But like
If he's full, he's not gonna be able to
offering
fight
of
us.
our twins. No, I like Shinyar the way she is.
The battle axe
Let him,
whips through the air and like sticks into the wood next to you, Shifty.
Hey, isn't he like a Mozzie? Like, he sucks the blood and he won't have any room for it anymore. I mean, isn't that how they work?
No.
Aize, could you make a history check for me real quick while this conversation is happening?
While he does that, how far down is this whale?
Desidris, I guess I didn't give you that bit of info. It's about 100 feet down to the bottom.
It is not very far.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Aize,
And you just climb down. Just here, follow me. And I'll just like climb down upside, like, with my head pointing downwards and just like climbing down.
or like Bram Stoker, just
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't do that.
Oh, of course. Perhaps is there a rope? Do we have rope that we
And
could?
there's ropes everywhere
Yes.
dangling
Oh,
from the
okay.
ceiling.
Yes,
Okay,
let's-
I will climb up rope. I will secure some rope and help, and I will fashion rope, of course, for the lovely Aspen who has saved me. I would rope anytime.
Amazing.
My angel.
So while that's happening, really quick, Aize, first thing I want to ask, Aize, what are you doing while all this is happening? Are you standing off to the side? Like I'm just curious what you're doing.
I'm listening in.
Listening, okay.
I'm assuming that this is one of the Devil Child's minions, but I'm recently acquired. I'm still staring at the dead bandit that surrendered, that was raisinized, so to speak, and I have archive returned to my hand, and I'm taking notes on Scarin and poor Andros's horrible family.
Okay.
Leander's first mate killed by Scarin. All right, Brandon Nightshade.
So
There's the word phylactery. My ears perk up.
yeah. So while you're doing all these notes and listening, and your ears perk up, and you look, you're looking at Desidris and seeing that cloak and the clothing and everything that he's been saying. You're pretty confident that he is Netherese. And the Netherese Empire fell 2,000 years ago, about. You recognize some of the symbols on his cloak as being draconic in origin. They're not quite draconic, but that was what the Netherese, especially the High Netheril, used for their, for their language. And everything it's just all like adding up. And then in this space in general, the architecture of this space is all Netherese. So it all seems to be pointing to that. But as Aize. Oh, go ahead.
Keep going.
As that's all happening, and Desidris fashions some rope and crawls down to the bottom into the darkness, out of view for those of you who even have dark vision, all the way down to the bottom. There's now just a secure rope going all the way down to the bottom of the well. Anders kind of looks around the group and goes, I think I'm going to stay here. If Scarin does come back, I don't think he'll kill me. He may, I guess, abduct me, but I don't really want to go down there.
You're coming with us, Anders. And I grab him around the wrist.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm not, okay. So, are you all going to head down the well?
I'd like to use my pearl first.
Yep, go for it.
Just cause. Spended a lot of magic there. So I will fire up the charge on the Pearl of Power.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you get that spell slot back. I just want to remind chat, any donation $15 or above, you can give advantage to a player for their next dice roll. Awesome.
Point of order, sorry.
Yeah.
I got the Ring of Spell Storing, but I haven't had a chance to put anything in it. But there was a spell in it. Did I ever find out what it was?
Oh, I thought I gave it to you.
I don't see it in my notes.
Okay, I will figure that out. So, you all descend down slowly but carefully down into the well using the rope, eventually plunking down into what appears to be probably about a foot of water that has just slowly been collecting down here. And in this space, you see it is an upside down building. You are standing on the ceiling of a building that is kind of vaulted, and around you, the whole thing is kind of at an odd angle. There are cracks everywhere. You can see rubble just piling inside of open doorways. And Desidris, in the center of the room, there is one big column that seems to have fallen over that's rised out of the water that is kind of out of the muck and filth. But Desidris, what else are people seeing as they descend down and drop down into this section of the well?
Well, there's probably the remains of a few meals that have been here over the last 20 years, kind of discarded about, as well as, well, there's water in here, so probably above at some place, there's got to be a place where I rested along with a little home, a little house for Nibbles. So Nibbles had a little home that he could go around, some little tubes to run around and stuff like that, as well. And then probably some like a really, 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 really long series of like stroke marks in the wall, But
It eventually gave up. Yeah.
Eventually gave up. Yeah, it was a long time, but yeah.
That's awesome.
Amazing. So yeah, you all plop down into this layer, which has no light whatsoever. So either you're either relying on dark vision or any sort of light sources you bring with you.
Like a lighted book.
Yeah, like a lit up book. And around this space is indeed there are bones scattered about, and I would say probably like one corpse that still has some flesh on it, not entirely bone. But Desidris, you would know, I did send you all over to the new map. Desidris, you would know that the one corridor that is still hasn't collapsed to the south leads
to the south, yes,
to the vault.
Yes, luck is with us still. This one has not collapsed, and this is where the black heart of Granny Nightshade, it is there still. So please, come, follow me. It is this way.
I pull out my hooded lantern and light it up with the tinderbox.
Okay.
Why do you need? We do not need. You need light. You are weak. I forget these things. It has been so long. Okay.
All right. So as Desidris scurries forward, Aize, did you want to say something before?
Chantilly and Pertolot are around for an hour.
Oh, amazing. Okay, I'll bring them down.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I'll bring... Oh, how are they going to get down?
That's what I wanted to know. How far down is it? It's
100 feet. It's a long ways down.
Well, they don't
Here,
fly.
puppy.
They do not fly.
And as you look up the 100-foot shaft all the way up to the top, you can see the faint glowing light of these two elemental birds looking down.
I'll dismiss them.
Okay.
Go home, my chickens. Go home.
They puff in a cloud of ash and smoke and fire and disappear.
And Nathan, you've given me some illumination with my sword.
Oh,
so
sure.
I think it's like 15 feet or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus like 15 like hazy. I forget what it was.
Sure. I'll do
Whatever you want.
Yeah, 15 feet. Okay, that works for me. And then like probably additional 15 low light. There we go. So as you all are down here, Desidris, as you scurry forward into this hallway, it kind of goes up at an angle, at this odd angle, and when you get to the end of the hallway, you basically see a spiraling slide that goes down, and on the ceiling are the stairs where they used to be. But you know that at the bottom, the top of this staircase, which is now the bottom, is where the vault would be.
Yes, this is for you may be more challenging, but for me we just crawl here and there's no problem. But if you're feeling frisky, is this the right use of word frisky? Then you can propel self down like a children's device for entertainment. That is slippery.
Slide.
Yes, slide. This is work. I didn't. I only have to talk to dogs like Skerin and some other fools who have come down here and so I must learn language. You don't speak Neth, which is, civilized language. So I've had to
What's
speak.
that?
This is we spoke the high language, which you know,
Did
it
you?
is not important to you. You
Yeah,
it's
it's
just,
not
this
important.
is
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It's Netherese.
yes, Nibbles,
It's
Nibbles.
a
I
very
know. Yes, 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 Nibbles. We must go. Yes, Nibbles
Sorry.
says we must stay focused and we must go.
All
So
right.
let us go.
So Desidris climbs down the slide. The rest of you are welcome to slide down. It is rather slick, or you can find some other means to get to the bottom.
I'll have Anders in, kind of in front of me,
Okay.
like as if you're doing like a tandem slide,
Uh-huh.
and we'll go down.
I'll offer to hold Aspen's hand if she wants.
Okay. Aspen.
I can hold your
Oh.
hand. I can hold your hand,
Okay.
Angel, if you would like me to guide you down here.
Sure.
Okay, yes, it is easy. There is no need. I will help you.
Can you hold her hand as well?
You see Chenyar, who is this pale elf woman with like silvery hair.
Is not quite angel blood, but okay. If she is your friend, I will do for you. Yes.
Oh, thank you. And I'll just like grab onto him and follow him down.
Okay. So go ahead and roll acrobatics with advantage for me, Aspen, as you are being helped down by Desidris.
Okay. Acrobatics. 10.
Okay, it's not the most graceful thing. Desidris, you kind of like, there's multiple moments where you're having to take both your hands off the wall and like hold her to stop her from slipping.
I understand. This is from lack of wings. If you have wings, it throw balance off. I understand. This is fine. Are you hiding wings? Are they going to come later, or is this something? Because I
My
remember
wings.
Vision with big bright white wings and Halo, Burnick Halo.
My wings were stripped from me.
I understand. So we must take revenge. Is this yes?
No.
No.
The person who took them, I have no way of ever getting back to that place or getting to that person.
I thought I would never get free from Granny Nightshade curse, but then you came and visioned, and then you came in real life, and through gift of blood, you freed me. So there's ways. We will find ways. We will find ways, even if it takes us thousands of years. We will crush them.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we will crush them. Okay.
Aspen is just like shaking her head. I'm just like, oh God. Like, this is like the one time she's just like, Term, please, where are you?
Oh man, amazing. So you all, through various means, get to the bottom, and eventually, Desidris, you lead Aspen into the vault with everyone else. And as you step in, having to step over the archway. So there are archways throughout this that kind of like stick up a good 3 feet or more. And you're kind of stepping over into the vaulted ceiling of this space. And you can see, Desidris, you've probably been in here a few times over your millennia.
Yes.
There's still the remnants of your previous wealth scattered throughout this space. Many, many, many Netherese coins kind of just strewn about, which are now glittering off of the light from the sword and the lantern from Shifty. And all the way at the back of the room, you all hear this very faint. And at the back, okay, I don't know if you can hear that. Is my mic cutting it off? It's a faint heartbeat sound. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Josh. And resting in the center, kind of almost in a crater itself, with cracks spewing out from it, is a crystal ball, almost like a snow globe, and suspended within it, with little like flecks of something that's catching the light, almost like flecks of snow. There is what appears to be a piece of a heart that is dark in coloration, that's still beating within.
is like a bottle of liquor called Goldschlager from my home, that but with heart in it. So
So how do we get to it? I'm assuming this is locked behind something, Nathan.
It's just resting
No.
in the middle of the floor,
Mm.
Is that gold?
and there is indeed coins everywhere.
I find $20 donation in this gold here from Jack.
From Jack.
Nice.
Yay!
yay, Jack!
Amazing.
And I feel like it's my lucky coin. I'm gonna get a advantage from that. Looks like.
Amazing.
I looked at Yuze. Do you think we can sell these?
I think that I would detect curse first, but this room just stinks of curses. But
This is
Right
this
after-
is this is Gentautis' vault of all the family wealth. We were the greatest in waterworks of all city. This was flying city. This city flew through air. This is why everything is upside down. But I was imprisoned and tortured, and I had to witness fall of Netheril. And still yet I survive. Although I don't know of anyone else who survives. But Granny Nightshade survives, and I have suffered for Granny Nightshade, so she must die. But this gold is my family gold. But if you wish to carry some, you have freed me. You may take it.
I look up and I'm like, I already have my bag of holding. I'm just trying to like scoop it all, It's like, oh, thanks. Did you have any potions or anything down here too? As I just start scooping a handful.
I believe there was some idiot threw potion down well earlier.
I looked for that one. I looked for that one. It was in the water. Nobody found it. Nobody kicked it.
Oh, okay, yes.
I rolled a 6.
Desidris, what do you do?
Yes.
You see it resting there before you.
I have never have I gone close to evil heart of Granny Nightshade. I have spent years staring at it. But she
You
has
want me to
warned
shatter?
if I touch, that I may be destroyed, that I would be stripped of all power and powerless. I must fight the Granny Nightshade. So perhaps one of you can approach Heart, and maybe I cannot touch. I'm not sure.
I am thinking that probably has traps on it, so we look out for that, and maybe a detect magic to see if there's anything suspicious in that regard.
I got a theory, actually. Since it was just a little bit of a kiss or a bite, of Aspen, perhaps if this angel goes and kisses the heart, maybe, just maybe, it would be like the reverse thing, it'll free you again.
This is like your
What
idea
do you
with the
say,
cannons
Aspen?
on the Sagan Island, isn't it?
Yeah, this sounds like a dumb idea. I do not suggest.
You want me to go kiss an undead heart?
Actually, night hearts are not undead; they're infernal.
Yeah,
I
am undead. If you want to kiss undead, I mean, we can talk, but I don't think this will help situation.
It'd be kind of like kissing a cousin for you, though, devil child.
Yeah, I feel like it's too close, and
Ah, yes, indeed.
Like we're family. I can feel we're almost like family. I feel this true, which is maybe why blood freed me. Is like blood of family and the love of family. Yeah, I can see this.
So,
me too. All this gold, I'm part family now.
As this conversation is happening, would somebody like to approach it or do anything with it?
I wanted to cast a detect magic.
Okay, detect magic.
Yours, Yuze.
Detect magic radiates out from you. There is very strong necrotic magic coming off of the heart, and there does seem to be almost like a faint tether of energy radiating off of it that is connected to Desidris, but there's another fainter source that's going up into the corner of the room, in the north west corner of the room.
I'll use a light cantrip.
Okay.
And toss it on a coin.
Okay.
and I say, "Heads up, everyone!" And I flick the coin at that corner.
Awesome. Okay. As you flick it towards the corner, let me light up the room for you. The coin sails through the air, and you all watch this beaming little light of a coin go sailing through the air, probably hurting your eyes a bit, Decidrus. And as it lands in the corner of the room, it lands in a pile of coins.
Revealing nothing?
You hear a as it hits the pile of coins. And then the coins kind of start sliding away. And then you start to hear this.
No.
And it starts to rise up as a form appears. And Decidrus, you watch as the malformed version of your brother rises up from the coins, looking towards you. There's this like inky black fluid spewing from the eyes. The limbs are very elongated, and where the feet would be are just these little pencil-like spikes almost that it kind of balances on. And as it looks at you all, it looks right at you, Decidrus, and goes, "Brother." And the arm flicks out and unwinds, shooting a harpoon straight towards you, Decidrus. Let's see here.
I'll shout out, Demantis, no!
And, oh my god, I rolled a natural 20!
No, it's hitting me!
Shinyar will cancel that out.
How close does Chenyar need to be? Is it just to the creature? It's fine. I believe
within
you. I believe
30
you.
feet.
Yeah, that's fine. So the harpoon will still strike you, but it won't be a critical. Oh my god.
It won't. So further, whatever Chenyar does to make it not a critical,
Yeah.
whatever that pushes him or something. But as that harpoon hits, the rune. I'm not wearing it today. The rune will glow, and there will be that little blue portal appear right over the chest of Decidrus. So the harpoon's gonna go into that spot, and I'm gonna take the damage.
So it's gonna hit you. Okay. Well then, it hits you for 17 points of piercing damage as it slams into your chest, Volric, and it sticks. And then you feel that sound that this creature is making suddenly well up in your head, and it turns into a searing pain. And you're gonna take an additional. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
So
Wait, I
Decidrus,
take it back.
you don't take any damage. This person next to you deflected it. Make a wisdom save, Volric. 16. Okay,
baby.
so you succeed. So you will take half this damage.
Okay. And how much was the initial?
17 points of piercing, and then you take half of 19 psychic. So that's 9 points of psychic damage, and you are pulled 30 feet as the arm retracts. So I don't know how that works because it's going through the portal. So like,
Maybe it just like appears in my chest suddenly.
Yeah, I don't know, like, but regardless, you are pulled. I think what happens probably is as you cross the plane of the portal, it dispels that magic, and there's this weird, like, as you kind of are shunted over and pulled 30 feet towards it. Since we're so close on time here, we're going to go a little over tonight, but instead of rolling initiative, I just want to go around, and I'm going to start with Decidrus. What do you do?
I'm going to start speaking in Abyssal and summon through words of power. I'm gonna, pull down from rip open the very air and summon a shadow demon with a greater demon summoning.
That's awesome. So as the air does it rip over above you or above the creature?
Above the creature. I'll try to do it. Yeah, because I can go 60 feet away, so I can do that. And of course, thank goodness I had eaten that guy who surrendered, because I have a vial of blood now to use as my.
And an advantage roll.
Oh yeah, you get advantage if you want on this roll, which you may. Yeah.
Thanks to Project H2 actually was for me, but thanks to Armando the Bard and his bardic inspiration.
That's true.
Does that mean you get 2 advantage rolls? Anyways,
Nope.
regardless.
He gets 1 and I have 1.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, I don't need to roll. I just summon it, so
Okay.
it can attack, of course.
Well,
Which
yeah.
I'd have to look up Shadow Demon, but I think it gets a couple
I have
attacks.
it here. So, Luke,
Okay.
why don't you roll? If you want to use that advantage now, go for it.
Sure. Yeah.
Roll,
Absolutely.
Roll
All right.
2d.
Looks like a 12. I'm not sure what its bonuses are to hit. Would be my highest.
It's a +5, so 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah, so easy. You hit this thing, and the Shadow Demon starts to tear into it. That's awesome. Anything else for you?
But no, that's really gonna be it. And say, I'll just say, Damantis, you couldn't beat me in life. You will not beat me in death. You filth.
The head sort of snaps and turns entirely 180, so it's looking at you upside down.
Okay.
And the voice just says, "You're pathetic, Desidris." All right, so that was your turn. Let's go to Aize. Aize, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to be left out of the summoning party and somebody just called a demon. I think I need some help.
Amazing.
So I look at Aspen and I just go,
Why are you looking at me?
no comments.
And what would you like to summon?
All right. Little tight for the It's a little bit tight for the walkers, so let's go with an Azer.
An Azer. Okay, so this dwarf-like figure appears, wielding a weapon, and they will make their attack. Aize, go ahead and I don't know if you have the stat block. I have it here.
I have him ready.
Okay, cool. What do you want him to do?
Okay, he's a flaming-haired dwarf with a shield and a hammer.
Yeah.
And I say, go and bash the other evil thing. Yes, that one.
Amazing.
Not that one, the other one.
Okay.
The one messing with Volric. Smack him. Hit him hard.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Oh, that was damage. Sorry.
That's
Hang
okay.
on. I gotta do the attack. Mea culpa. Heated weapon. Where's your attack? Oh, Warhammer. Here we go. Boom. What do you roll? It's still settling. Oh, that probably missed.
Yeah, natural one will miss, unfortunately, as the hammer swings towards it and it ducks. Are you going to do anything else, Aize? I'm going to otherwise go to Volric.
Off you go.
Okay, Volric, what would you like to do? You are grappled currently, being stuck by this thing.
I'm grappled.
Uh-huh, you're grappled.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my I'll use my bonus action on grow 9 feet tall as my last Giant's Might.
Okay,
And then I will use my action and break the grapple.
go ahead and make that check.
Okay, so advantage. 17.
17, okay. That breaks free. So, you break free.
And I will use my action surge and I'm going to run up to that Yahoo and I'm going to smack him twice.
Go for it.
And first one's going to be a Blade Flourish for, I guess I'll just do the Defensive Flourish. Okay, here we go. Sword. Make sure I got the right weapon here. There we go. 20. Ignore the +3.
Oh, yeah.
23. So that's 18 points of damage.
Okay, carving into it. It cries out.
And I get a second attack.
Okay.
Same thing. Here we go. Oh, a 9?
A 9 will not
Rolled a
hit,
1.
unfortunately.
I rolled a 2 or something. 3. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I missed.
Okay, cool. Shifty, you're up.
All right, here we go. I'm going to use this advantage if I need to from Project H2, Jack over here. And I'm going to pull up my bow. I was just checking real quick here if that counts as a sneak attack when you use a long-range weapon. I believe it does. since I have some advantage, so I'm going to pull out my bow with my new archery bracers and see if I can't hit something over here. And I'm going to try to hit this bad boy right here, this Yahoo. And I'm also going to go closer.
Go for it. Roll with advantage.
And go ahead and roll how much gold I picked up during that whole chat thing. That's so important, of course, during the battle.
I will figure out how much gold you get, yes.
All right, here we go. Short bow for advantage.
Oh yeah, 25 hits.
Excellent. All right, so that if it does include a sneak, then it would be 12 plus 8, which is 20 points of damage to that bad boy.
Amazing. Doing that damage, all of it goes through, and it kind of stumbles onto one knee, looking up at you, Decidrus. At least I get to see you one last time. All right, that is Shifty's turn.
I think that's the first time I've ever hit anything. These are great.
Aspen, it is your turn.
How badly does this thing look?
It's looking pretty messed up.
All of those attacks.
Oh yeah, it's looking messed up.
All right, I will do Eldritch Blast. Here's the first attack.
Okay. Uh,
12.
That unfortunately misses, splashing against the wall.
Okay. Second attack.
There we go.
To hit.
There you go. Yeah, that definitely hits.
8 points of damage, force damage.
Okay.
And is it still on its feet?
Yep.
Quicken, and I will do 2 more Eldritch Blast.
Awesome.
We got 1 sorcery point left.
Come on, finish him, Aspen.
Nice.
Oh no!
Wait! Because I can do my favorite by the gods. I'm gonna roll that to see if that hits. 14. I don't think that hits though.
14 just misses, unfortunately. Splashing.
Can I give her my advantage by chance?
Sure. Yeah. If you didn't, do you have another advantage?
I have one advantage, so I'm gonna pop that coin up in the air, and it's gonna poof. And go ahead and roll one more time, Aspen.
Okay.
See if you can hit this thing.
So am I rolling that with advantage?
Just one more roll.
Oh, roll again. Okay.
Yep.
No.
Natural one.
Just like my potion.
Yeah. All right, Decidrus. What do you do is actually no, let the creature before it gets to you, the creature is gonna whip out its other arm and it's gonna try to hit you, Decidrus, again. The harpoon arm flying out, and I think
Can I get in the way? I can't get in the way, can I?
No, the Saurusborn has advantage on attack rolls while it's within 30 feet of at least 2 other creatures. It's definitely within 30 feet of 2 other creatures. So, this is that advantage on you, Decidrus.
Alright, so I'm going to... Alright,
I only rolled a 15. Right. Yeah, it's an attack roll. It only rolled a 15.
That hits me.
Okay. Do you have any reactions or anything you can do?
Yes, I would like to cast Hellish Rebuke on it.
Ooh, okay. It makes a save?
Yes, I think it's a 16. Let me see.
Wisdom or...
Dex 16.
Dex 16, okay. Does it roll the 3?
Oh, huzzah.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Alright. It looks like I should get... D10... 5d10. A total of 6. Look at those 3 ones, everybody. 16 points of damage. Wow. D20, roll D20 hates me, apparently.
It seems to, yeah.
You do have that, I think, one thing. I guess that's damage.
That was already used, the advantage, yeah. Okay,
if someone were to throw another $15 our way, then perhaps I could re-roll that damage. I don't know.
I would be super down for that if somebody throws in some money.
Ha 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 ha, says Jack. I don't know. That doesn't sound very sympathetic. Sounds pretty...
I think Jack was laughing at the damage roll.
Yeah, he's in Australia, so he's a little delayed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right, that's right. Well, unfortunately, unless I donate $15, which seems like I can't really do that.
That
seems
feels.
one-sided.
I don't know. Yeah, that feels. Something
yeah,
feels weird about that.
I agree with that. Yeah, that seems that doesn't seem right. So
Well, unfortunately, you are going to take 22 points of piercing,
okay.
and then you
Yeah,
are
we're not the
pulled-
Zentrum or anything.
You are pulled 30 feet towards your brother, and I
All
need
right.
you to make that wisdom save for me.
One last
Well,
one.
I'm sure with these die rolls, it's no
I know,
problem
right?
whatsoever. This will be easy. All right, so a 6. Sorry, I was gonna say a 16.
Oh,
I lied.
no.
A 6.
Oh no.
Plus,
Oh,
what's your
wow.
whiz save modifier? I mean, it's probably not.
A massive 2.
Okay. What hit points
Yeah.
are you sitting at right now?
29.
Oh man, this could be really bad.
All right.
Here we go, Luke. Thank you for playing with us this
Yeah,
evening.
it was good. It was
And,
good. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I hope. Okay, I rolled really low. You only take 14 points of psychic.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
nothing. Come on. Let's see
As
here.
your brother tries to pull you towards them, wailing at you, and it is now your turn, Luke. What do you do on your turn to your brother who is pulling you towards their embrace?
I guess, because I've kind of used both of my warlock spell slots.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down to cantrips, so I will use Ye Olde Eldritch Blast to try to shoot him twice. So
Go for it.
and hopefully this will do it. All right, so here goes nothing. All right. Oh yeah, this is great. I got a 5 and an 8. I get plus 8 on either, so 16.
That hits.
And okay, and the other one is lower than a 16, so that's gonna miss. So
Yeah.
I hit one time, unfortunately.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
7 points.
Oh, I'm so
So-
I,
Close.
go ahead and as that happens, you hit it in its head, and it flips back the other way, looking at you. The shadow demon though is still there as it rears.
Oh, that's right.
up. Yeah.
Shadow Demon gets an attack.
So
Okay.
go ahead and roll that attack for me for the shadow demon. Oh my goodness! Did you just roll another 5?
My friends,
Dude,
Luke.
you can't make this up.
wow.
It really hates me, guys. Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
This is what I'm
Can
gonna
you
do.
give
I'm
some love
gonna
to Luke's
donate-
dice?
I'm going to donate $15 to the Wounded Warrior Project, and I'm going to give the advantage to myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to give it.
Ah, damn it, killing blow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We need a counter spell
I'm
in
kidding,
here,
I'm kidding.
guys.
I will give the advantage to Luke.
All right, so this Shadow Demon gets another roll. Okay, thank you. Let's see if maybe I can get under a 5. Let's see how
There
low
we
I can
go.
roll.
There we go.
Fine.
A 9.
A
9, but
plus 5.
it's 14. That's gonna miss it.
Oh my.
Oh, no.
So this shadow
All right.
demon.
The Shadow Demon whiffs. All
It
right.
whiffs. That is okay.
All right.
This thing is just about it's like teetering. I use say if you don't mind rolling an attack for the Azer, and then if you want to do anything with your turn as well. But yeah, Luke,
Imana Bully, I'm gonna.
I'm telling you, man. It's a setup, man. It's stacked against me, just like my family
just
was
like
stacked
your
against
family.
me. It's absolutely true. That's what's going on. Can't believe it. Does this thing get more than one attack, or does it really only get one
I
attack?
think it is only one attack. Let me double check. I saw
I'm looking.
on here it says only one attack. Yeah.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
I
All right,
know.
you are right. You're absolutely correct.
I'm sorry.
All
Them's
right,
the
I
dice.
should have picked a different demon with more. Yeah, okay. Anyways, carry on.
All right, Aize, what do you do?
I'll tell the Izzer, alright, smack him,
Yeah.
or Porter, and, you know what? I don't believe in hitting. And I pull the letters off the archive and I throw magic missiles.
Go for it. Roll the damage and magic missiles. I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty for you of rolling the attack for the Azer, and I got a natural 20.
Yeah. I
you have to
actually,
go?
you know, what? No.
Okay.
I should sick nibbles onto the aberration. That's what I should do.
I would
Is
love
I
that.
should sick nibbles on that. So yes.
Go for the eyes, boo.
Let's
Nibbles attack.
So Nibbles leaps out and scurries across the ground towards this thing as the Azer swings a hammer. Aize, you unleash magic missiles. What is Nibbles? Go ahead, Luke. Roll an attack roll for me.
I think Nibble should roll its own attack.
yeah. Roll an attack for Nibbles.
No, I mean the Nibble should a 5.
A 5.
Guys, this is
You really-
against the odds. I haven't rolled over 10. I think I rolled 2 times over 10. That's it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Nibbles gives it the valiant effort, though.
Uh,
Nibbles is committed.
I use a the magic missile roll, if you please.
This is +4.
Excellent. So
13 points on the magic missiles.
points as it slams into it, and the Azer. I use a. Is it all right? I rolled for the Azer because I had the stat block, and
Yeah, you have it back.
I got a natural 20.
Oh,
So I may as well take that. Yeah.
sure.
What is the damage? If you don't mind rolling the damage for it.
Okay. Bam. Oh, sorry, that's hit roll. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hold on. Let me roll the damage. Just as well I didn't try to make a hit roll. Bludgeoning damage. That's... Stop rolling hit rolls. Bam. There's more. And... Fire damage. Bam.
Fire damage. Awesome. Okay, so those are both doubled.
So 20 points.
20 points of damage to this thing. Boof! Slamming into it. In its final moments, as the Azer slams it with its hammer, Aize flings out these magic missiles, and Nibbles tries their best to leap and gnaw into this thing. I think, unfortunately, though, it just Nibbles just gets kind of smacked to the side and plick, lands on the stone. But as the hammer connects with it, the head snaps to the side. The magic missiles pierce into its body, and in its final breaths of life, Desidris, what do you do with your brother, who's now pressed against the wall, full of holes, neck turned to the side, and he looks at you in one moment. What do you do, Desidris?
I rush forward and pull his head off of his body,
Oh my God.
hurl it onto the ground, and spit on it, and say, "My parents never loved you anyway."
And the head rolls off to the side, and sitting there next to you, Desidris, you can hear that sound of the heart beating in the
All right.
crystal ball.
And now I know that I can grasp it, and I will go up and I'll grab it, and I'll be like, "Granny Nightshade, your time has come. I have 1/3 of what I need." And I'll say, "Thank you. You may carry as much gold as you can out of here. My family owes you a debt, and I owe you a debt, and especially you, Aspen. Anytime you need anything from me, you know you can find me. Just call my name. You send an image to my dreams again. I will find you." And
I didn't do that before. That wasn't me. Just want you. I can't do that.
Be that as it may, it is not important. I will know where you are because we're linked now. We're almost like family. You are this Demontis. He was obviously not worthy, but I was born later, but I was clearly meant for leadership. But I must settle with Granny Nightshade. She'll pay for the thousands of years that I have suffered, and I will make things right, and then I will find you again, all of you, and I will I will reward you richly. But first, I must defeat the Granny Nightshade.
Amazing. And as this comes to a conclusion, eventually, Desidris, if you agree to it, if you don't try to flee, Anders asks you to come up to the Saltmarsh Council at night when the sun is not out, and you all head up to the surface. Desidris, do you like comply and go up above with them? You step out into the fresh air for the first time in millennia.
This is what the Angel Aspen wishes. So if she asks, then I will do. But I must bring some of the dirt from home with me so that I have place to sleep.
Okay, so scooping up some dirt from there, in your lair, your filthy lair, you head up to the surface, and that evening you are brought before the council of Saltmarsh, and it probably takes a while of them asking you questions, you divulging what you know, probably having to ask for clarification as you. I don't know how this interaction goes, but I imagine there's some talking down to at times.
Well, yes, I mean, these are simple people, so let me use words that are small so that you can understand. I know you are not natural. I must, I'm not sure what the colloquialism term is. Dumb it down for you
You
with small
see
brains.
you see
But
this
this is it.
woman, this like weather worn woman with like salt and pepper hair, dark skin, rough hands, who seems to be like kind of in charge of the whole council, just looking at you with utter disdain. And when you're trying to explain this, she eventually just raises a hand abruptly and is like, all right, shut up, just tell us the details. That's all. You don't need to explain. But this goes on. And
Is
yeah,
this? I know you are like daughter of washerwoman, so you cannot understand perfectly
all
the
right, you
perfect
need to
thinking.
stop right now. Um, you've been very helpful, Desidris. Now, please,
Of course I have.
please leave. I think I've heard enough.
Good. You have gotten message. This is took much time, but I am glad that you can comprehend. I will gladly take leave, for I have things to do. You are welcome that I have graced you with this.
And like
With my
some guards
presence.
start to come out of the corners and start to like
Yes.
usher you out of the room.
Yes, it is. I thank you for the honor guards to get me, but this is not necessary. But it is nice to finally see someone who recognize noble of Anuria.
And as you are escorted out of the room, what is our final moments here with Desidris, as you leave out into the night and have the world before you?
I take the flask that I
Uh-huh.
go ahead. I take the flask that I have in my bag, and I kind of take my one of my daggers, and I slit my palm, and I start to pour like the blood into the flask until I can fill it up,
Okay.
and then I'll heal myself. And I'll hand it over to the Sidgerus. In
Desidris.
case you need this, sorry, in case you need this on your travels,
It,
you know,
I'll actually. There'll be like a drop of blood rolling down from my eye when you do that, and I'll be. I am humbled. You are truly angel, for such gift. Such gift. I will treasure this always.
Thank you for
Well-
bringing your light to the council, Desidris.
I'll send a telepathic message to Volric. I was thinking of blowing that phylactery up because it would kill him. But, asked him. But the captain went and gave him our blood. I mean, it would really bad form if I did that, I imagine, right?
And I'll message back. We needed him for the council.
Ah, yes, and he's still a guest. And a guest right. But we're letting a vampire walk.
He seems like a nice one.
It is
know what I mean?
You're...
my next step is to find Xenopus. Xenopus is consort to Granny Nightshade, and it is this one who infected me with vampirism, and he also has part of black heart of Granny Nightshade. And there is one other vampire consort to Granny Nightshade. And once I have both of them, then I will crush Granny Nightshade, and she will be servant to me, and I will torture her for millennia.
Well, that's a nice goal to have, I imagine. Yes.
And
How does the hag walk without a heart?
And it's very
Jesus.
important for someone to have goals.
And as you have these final moments with Decidrus, with the starry sky above, standing on the docks of Saltmarsh, you can hear the faint bells of ships and the creaking of wood. Decidrus, where do you head off to into the night?
This is a good question. I suppose I'm probably getting a little hungry again, so maybe towards probably the sound of people and that sort of thing. There's probably going to be a cellar somewhere that I could, eat somebody and then relax. Uh, uh, but before I depart, I'll be like, "You're all clearly, if not noble, very worthy, and I owe you debt. So, if you ever need something, Desidris, Gentautis of Anuria, last noble surviving of Anuria, you have a favor you can call in from me, and I will assist you. So I'll bow to them. Thank you, and of course, Aspen, anytime you just think dreams to me,
I
and
will. I
I
will
will
do
find
that.
you.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I would like to pull that favor now if I can.
Yeah.
Usually it is bad form to call right away. Here's favor, but okay. Yeah. Usually I walk away into moonset because I'm vampire, can't be sunset. Otherwise I would burn up. It'd be bad. But usually this is the form. But okay, yes, Volric. If you insist, I know not quite. You are also from lowborn family. You don't understand things. So what is it that I can do for you?
Leave the people of Saltmarsh alone. Let them thrive. Let them live.
Okay, this for you I can do. You have been a good man. So yes, absolutely. Just maybe just a little sip, so that I can get to next place. Just like
Feel
hop
free for
off.
the murderers. But there's some down,
Yeah,
down
I
there.
mean there is this what are these Zen whatever they are. These you killed a whole bunch of them.
The Zentarum are fine.
Yes, I will find Zentarum. Skirin has spoken much about them. I'm sure I can find one. Just top off a little bit, sleep, and then I can go. Okay, yes, this is fair. This is fair. This is only like half favor. This is not the big favor. You still have half favor.
Amazing. So, as we see Decidrus walk off into the moonset, disappearing into the outskirts of town, looking for some Zentarum, the rest of you can hear the faint sounds of the celebration rising up behind you from Galen's manor. And Aize remembering, needing to go pick up Captain Zendros. And I think
I do have.
yeah.
I do have a thing.
Aspen.
And Aspen, yes, that's right. Aspen needs to
I
go.
say, don't forget to pick up your date.
And
Isn't that really how that works? Isn't he supposed to pick me up?
and
I have a role playing bit to add.
Yes.
Before we do our outro, but was there something Aize you wanted to say? No.
Oh no,
He
I
just
was
got
reminded
his drinks.
we're going
All
to
right.
the party tonight. Yeah.
So after these things are kind of brought out in the open, and the council now knows what's going on, so hopefully we can start to counter all this, and Scarin is going to be running. I turn and say, "I'll be leaving for a bit.
Yes.
I'm going with the Triton, researching some information on Thera's Dune."
Well, this is a little abrupt.
Yes.
Uh,
I have very good hearing. I think you said Tharisden?
This
This is like it is in Nether. This is perfect tongue. This is perfect for pronunciation. So heathen talk. I'm not sure words you said, but they were heathen talk. But I think you mean Tharisden. Tharisden. Yes, he is the one who must not be spoken, which I've just spoken, so this is not good. But okay, sorry about that. All right, see you later.
Maybe that's why I said it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is wise. This is wise.
So, I wish you all luck. I'll be back. Thera's Dune is something we need to worry about until it's solved.
He did it again. He said his name out loud.
This is but he is saying mispronounced. This is mispronounced on purpose.
So that makes
So
it
he doesn't
alright.
get attention. So we don't say this one. We
The
say
best
it the
ever.
wrong way. So that if it was in perfect tongue, like with speech of Neth, then that guy, he would know, and he'd be like, oh, there is somebody who knows, who's very smart and wise and has power. But if you say it like bumpkin heathen from Saltmarsh, no one know this, and you're safe.
That's amazing. I love this. Oh my God. Okay, so I give everyone a nod. Safe travels to you as well. I'll step off probably around the same time that Decidrus leaves.
Okay.
I guess he's going to come back as Volek the Wise now, right? Or maybe Volek the White?
Yes, Volric the White, definitely.
I have no memory of this place.
Volric, as you step away from the group and go and meet up with Duthine, you can gather your supplies and be ready to be off. She was planning to leave, I believe it was in the morning, but you can strategize and figure out what needs to be done. I think we'll end there as Volric steps away, Decidrus steps away, and the sound of the party is rising behind you. And we will resolve all of the things, all the implications that happened tonight with the paperwork that was left behind by Scarin, the stuff that happened.
25,000 gold.
The gold, it's not 25,000, but the gold that was in there. Yes, we'll resolve all that next time. Luke, thank you so much for joining us.
We made 540.
Yes.
Thank you
I
for all the
540
donators.
tonight.
I need to officially donate. I went to donate and it was like a whole thing. Like I need to create an account and stuff. And I was like, I can't do this and DM right now, but I will be donating after the show. But Luke, thank you so much. I want to give you the stage one last time before we wrap up here. Yeah, stage is yours.
Sure, no, absolutely. So I've got a Kickstarter going on. I have 9 days left. We are, I think, right on the verge of hitting the $30,000 mark. So if you like awesome adventures in 5th edition, please go ahead and take a look at our Kickstarter, The Fate of Shintufi. It's the third part of a trilogy. It wraps it up. I wrote them with my friend Matt Everhart. I'm very proud of them. I played the first two numerous times, and always had a blast with people playing. So give it a shot. Yes, they're right there. Josh, or Shifty, as we like to call him here, is holding up the first two, which is the Eye of Shintufi and the Heart of Shintufi. The third one is the Fate of Shintufi. Tons of fun to play. It's in my World of Okram setting. We have, if you were a backer on the Heart of Shintufi, you would have gotten a little primer, a mini, a little briefing on the city of Shintufi and a little bit of the World of Okram. That is my next project in this area, is to do a kind of like the Greyhawk Gazetteer or the Greyhawk Folio, something like that for the World of Okram, and take it from outside of my brain and put it onto paper. So sign up, get these going, and that'll be the next project. So got maps from Alyssa Fadden. We've got Chris Arneson artwork. Jeff Talanian is pitching in. We'll have it lined up to go. We'll get Todd Stashwick is going to make an NPC for the big bad evil guy. Obviously, Todd Stashwick played Captain Shaw in the latest season of Picard. He's an avid gamer and just a great guy all around. Comes Gary Con, which is I actually met him there. But gosh, our next $35,000 stretch goal, which I'm very excited for and very hopeful that we get, is to have a Shadow Dark conversion. We already have a Swords and Wizardry conversion, so it'll be a Shadow Dark conversion. And Kelsey Dion herself will go ahead and add a little bit to our Fate of Shintufi module. So there's just a ton of great stuff. So sign up for it. It's my second Kickstarter ever. So I need folks to go ahead and check it out. I'm a strong believer in how cool it is. But that's my pitch. go ahead and take a read. Get to it. Click the link. Take a read. If it looks interesting, please back it. Wounded Warrior Project, wonderful. We raised $540. There's no reason we can't go in there still for a few hours and click the old link and donate and drive that up. They're just a wonderful charity. It's one of the 2 charities that I support through GaryCon. In 2022, we raised $30,000 for Wounded Warrior Project. And the other charity that we like to support is Extra Life, which is also an excellent charity that folks hopefully know about, and that helps the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals. It helps sick kids, helps heal sick kids. So I know a lot of people do that. And this year, I'm about to write a check for $54,108 to go to Extra Life, all through GaryCon, and that's through people like you who love games, and they're generous folks. So, never forget just what an amazing community we have. I just had a wonderful time playing with everybody here this evening. It was real joy. So thank you for that. I'm humbled. I had a lot of fun playing this silly character.
What a great character, Luke. Oh my God. I got to interview you. You are amazing tonight.
It was so
good.
my
God.
But the first time I ever met a Neth.
Continue though. That was amazing.
Can I really quick, sorry to put you on the spot, Chris, but can you please show us the drawing you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, please. That was cool.
It was very cool. And, oh man, just so much personality in that drawing. Yes. It's so good.
My angel.
So good. All right.
Oh, yes, and there's Nibbles. Nibbles is, yes, that's good.
You know what's, real quick. What's wild is that you named the rat Nibbles because I had a pet duck as a kid, and that duck's name was Nibbles, and it was like throwing me through a loop. I was like, what is happening? Anyways, this was a joy. Thank you. We really should go because I know Aspen Space is on East Coast time, so this is real late for you.
Oh, geez. Oh, yeah,
it's
get some
right.
sleep.
This is wonderful. See you all next Monday, and have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.